10 toes down. We're 209, bro. Like, this is more than just like a number. Like, this is who we are. And whenever we go to different places, it's like, I mean, I'm not shy away to like represent it. You're not shy away to represent
no
it.
way, yeah.
You know, you carry that, bro. You carry that weight. Like, we carry that weight with us. And it's like, at least there is opportunity, right? People are going to the Bay, to LA, nothing against them. But
yeah,
like,
but the people think you could have only been a creative out there. And it was like that for a long time.
Because
it was for sure like that. Yeah, exactly. But now, that's what 2020 showed me. Welcome back to another episode of Central Valley Podcast. I'm your host, Micah, Diele, a filmmaker, photographer, and a dude passionate about his community. This podcast focuses on the talented individuals that make up the Central Valley of California, as well as people who are passionate about what they do. The Central Valley has gotten a bad rep, and we're here to change that. If you enjoy what we're doing, we kindly ask that you download each episode, subscribe to our YouTube, and leave a rating and review on whatever podcast app you're using. And once again, thanks for tuning into another episode of Central Valley Podcast.
Shout out Duffy, shout out Micah.
This is it. Central Valley Podcast.
Hey, big shout out Central Valley Podcast.
You know I had to fuck with it.
Hey, shout out Central Valley Podcast.
Season 6, we are here. First off, shout out to Mariposa Coffee Company. I enjoy your stuff. Just want to shout you out. We have 3 cameras now. I don't know where to look, you guys. And our guest today is Earvin and Joel. Why don't you guys introduce your guys' self?
Yeah.
you go first.
Yeah, I'm Joel right here. Joel Aguilar. You can call me,
Joel.
No, call me Hoel if you can.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
But for business purposes, just Joel.
Joel.
Make it simple.
All right. And Earvin.
Earvin, a.k.a. The Honor Engraved. Yeah, that's it. Earvin
Yeah, so
E.
what I've actually been meaning to ask you this. What does that mean, the Honor Engraved?
So
I didn't know what your Instagram name was for the longest time, and I
wait.
read it as like the Honoring Grave or something like that. That's like in my mind. I was like the Honoring Grave. I don't know.
You know, it's funny because people usually say the honor in grave or in the grave. You know? Yeah, like I heard someone say
Honor
the
in graveyard?
Yeah, the honor in graveyard. I was just driving, bro. I was driving, and then I'm a big wrestling fan, like you know WWE and shit like that.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Eddie Guerrero, the late great Eddie Guerrero. You know, and then I would always think about like crowd work, where it was just like, fuck, if I was a wrestler, like. What would my name be?
What would
chant,
people be chanting for me?
Chant, you know? And then I was just like, I need something that's like easy. So then I was thinking about acronyms, and I was like, that would be cool. And then I was just like, THE, you know, like that.
So that's why I get confused sometimes with THE and then the THC thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, I feel like THE's in my head for a good reason. I'm not just making this shit up.
Yeah, you know, like when you say it. So then I was just filling in the blanks, bro. I was just like, and then I'm like big and with Japanese, like samurai and stuff like that. Honor, and then I was just like, I was gonna say Earvin, but I was like,
the Honor in Earvin.
Yeah,
Honor in Earvin.
And then I was like, nah, just engraved. Fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. That's pretty much what it was. Yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
that's funny. I thought it was like, I don't know, something
like hella deep.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually
really
the Honor Club. The THC.
That's funny. So kind of explain to people what you guys do for like a living and how you kind of got into your guys' fields.
Well, damn, I feel like we're definitely a dynamic duo. We definitely are always trying to do something creative, and one of the things that we enjoy doing, obviously for myself, creating content, but with what my passion is and also what Earvin's passion is as well.
Yeah.
I do murals, I do art, and then I met Earvin because my videography sucked. And he just was like, dude, we need to hang out.
Hey, I feel so bad for you.
Like,
no. And then, so when was that? Like, what year is that? How long ago?
Like 2017, 2016.
It was like 2014, bro.
14?
No, it was like 2015.
15. I graduated from Stanislaus at 15, and then after that, I
Oh,
was like,
okay. So you guys weren't, I thought you guys were friends in high school or something.
oh, no, yeah,
I just
we
met
were.
him.
We were. No. Oh, this guy?
Joel?
No.
It took time.
Joel? No, yeah, like we were friends from like high school, middle school, high school, but like, you know, we didn't know what we were really doing. We were kind of like in our own different worlds back then.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just
you guys were like friends, but you didn't hang out all the time, basically, kind of deal.
we would go to Joel's house and then play SmackDown versus Raw. Like that old game. Like
Irvin's like, I'm gonna make sure you guys know I'm a wrestling fan.
Like
This
die hard,
episode.
you always pick Kurt Angle.
Yeah, dude, I was just like, you know what? I don't know about wrestling, but I definitely know that this guy has 100% stats.
Oh, his stats.
So to be like,
OP. Like
What game system was this?
fuck, dude.
PS2.
Yeah,
Yeah,
PS2,
dude.
bro.
Dude,
how we-
PS2, like GameCube, original Xbox. I love that like era of games and stuff like
Yeah, we're not getting that back.
Yeah.
That era of gaming's not.
No,
coming back.
dude. It's just like, here's a game that you can play forever because there's unlimited places on it. I'm like, that doesn't seem fun anymore. Like, I don't even think I ever beat a game like when I was growing up. Maybe I did,
Yeah.
but I mean, I for sure beat like Fable and stuff. But
Shit, I'm still trying to beat like Super Nintendo games, you know?
yeah, dude, I got a Game Boy Pocket. Oh, it fell down, but it's up there, dude.
Oh, sick.
I just recently got to the level I was never able to get to as a kid. I was sitting here the other day. I was telling Duffy about it.
Damn,
Yeah.
it's like super rewarding though.
Yeah.
When you come back
and
to
then I
it.
instantly lost on that
Yeah.
level. I was like, fucking A. Because they don't have any memory.
God damn, it's like playing Star Fox and like, seeing the real ending that you're supposed to. You'll be like, what?
I never made it this
Yeah.
far.
Damn.
And then, so, Earvin, how did you get into photography and video?
Back in, let me see, because Joel and I, we were like talking back and forth every now and then. I think he just came back from like Italy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we
And,
want to talk about that later.
Yeah, when he was like coming back from Italy, and then at the time I was working at a dealership at Western Motors.
Mm-hmm.
Were we good?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. And then just zoom in on Duffy.
Just his ass, right?
Just like he's about a Ace
we need
Ventura.
to see what's going on here.
He's about an Ace Ventura and just like talk to the mic.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
He just starts.
That scene, or dude, I love this scene of Ace Ventura when fucking he gets born, or he comes out of the rhino's
Rhino,
asshole.
everybody-
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Uh,
But where I was working at a dealership,
Mm-hmm.
Western Motors. I was going to college at the time, right here at the JC, and
Mm-hmm.
I was working at Sears, so I was making like no money, like practically nothing
Mm-hmm.
at the time.
Well, I mean, back then, the minimum wage was also like $8.
Yeah,
And
that-
now it's 16 or 20 somehow. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
no.
hey, you guys, that was 8 years ago. Like,
and I was only working a few hours, and my mom was going through this thing where her arthritis.
I'm sorry,
you fix
guys.
it,
Hey,
Mike?
yeah, because I was like, this thing is like,
Oh, was it falling apart?
not again. Oh.
No zooming. No zooming.
It's from that way.
Give it the blue pill.
here, we'll wait. We'll have you restart at Western Motors.
Give it the rhino pill, bro, please.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen that? What is it? That one video where I think it's like Bobby Lee, where he's just like, no, I don't want to say it because you guys are just gonna laugh at me. And it's like a deep story, and they're like, no, I won't laugh.
Oh yeah. And then yeah.
Like a few words, and they're already laughing.
Yeah.
At it.
All right.
Back.
Shit.
You okay over there?
So sorry.
You okay over
I'm like
there?
I'm watching like yours, and then I'm watching your guys. And I'm like, am I? Huh?
Sorry, 3 cameras, easy cuts.
Yeah. We'll get through it.
Okay, yeah.
All right. And scene. You're at Western Motors.
So I was at a like we gotta make that noise so when you cut, you're
Yeah.
you're like, all
We
right, I
have
can
the
hear that wave.
clapboard
I
somewhere.
can hear that wave. Man.
Yeah.
Okay. I was at Western Motors. Oh no, so my mom, she was going through arthritis and her knees like were not doing well, and she was working. So I was just like, fuck, I gotta get more money. I gotta make more money. So then I ended up seeing like a help wanted sign at Western Motors where they were looking for salesmen and shit. And then I just applied, and I literally watched the what's that movie called with Leonardo DiCaprio? It's like
A Wolf of Wall Street?
I literally, yeah.
You're like, I can
finished-
sell stuff.
I finished watching that, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm apply. So then I go in.
I hope this job is like this movie.
So I went in.
Where's
like,
the Coke?
Yeah.
like full blazer, everything. And then the guy was just like, do you have time for an interview right now? And I was just like, yeah. And then he just started asking me how questions, whatever. And then he hit me with the sell me this pen. I had not even lying to you, bro. It was like perfect setup.
Wait,
Perfect
you're like,
setup.
thank you.
And then I was like, hey, have you ever watched Wolf of Wall Street? He was just like, no. And I was just like, all right, cool. I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
So then I was,
You did
know,
the whole spill?
I did like the whole spiel. I was just like,
Can you do it right now?
No. I hit it like bar for bar, word for word, and then I ended up leaving, and he gave me a call. He was just like, "Hey man, yeah, we need a salesman, so down, whatever." And I ended up quitting Sears, and then I started selling cars. And then this is when Facebook was barely going through like their sponsoring ads, you know, like when people started boosting and shit. And at the time, they needed like help with social media. And I got tired of selling cars, bro, because it was.
Oh, so is that how you kind of fell into like video and photo and everything?
So a guy ended up quitting. He was doing like the social market, like, you know, taking pictures and shit. And then the general manager was just like, do you want to try it out? And I was like, yeah, fuck it.
And what year was this again?
This was 2015.
Okay, gotcha.
15, 20, yeah. And then
and it was just like was it kind of like a job just at the beginning? You know what I mean? And then you were like,
yeah. In the beginning, it was just I was just doing the job. I was just taking pictures of the cars, uploading them, and all that. And then eventually, I'd realized that I can do like videos, you know, because they had this old like HD Sony cam, like a camcorder.
Yeah.
And then I was just fucking with it, and then I got like this editing program called, I think it was like Wondershare. It was like a very off like super beginner.
It's like a Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that.
Yeah. And it had this crazy font, bro. And then, you know, like
in the beginning, you're like, damn, this looks really cool. You go back, you're like, that's like the hideous thing. you know what I mean?
You know, when you're like barely starting out and you're like super excited to seeing your work like in front of you.
Yeah.
And then you just start getting a little like fancy, like you think you're getting fancy, and you start doing these crazy ass like animations.
Dude, in the beginning, dude, I always do that too. And sometimes you're like, okay, that's too much. But in the beginning, you're like, this looks awesome. People think I know how to do this. It's like
crazy transitions.
The font's painting in.
Crazy transitions, bro. And you think it looks good at the time, you know?
The circles, like the old Star Wars ones, like they're like you know,
wedding.
the star. Yeah.
Every fucking wedding. Like
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. And you're like, yo, check
fat
this out.
logo in the corner, just like fat. Like,
And you know, like you get super excited that you just put your logo that takes up like 75% of the video and shit.
Yeah.
Like the whole video is just like your logo.
it's spinning for no reason.
The whole time you're like, what is that in the corner?
So I was started feeling like very penisy, you know, like started getting a little cocky about my work and shit.
I don't think I've heard somebody say that.
And I was like, you know what? I can offer this to like other dealerships, you know? And
I can offer my penis.
I can offer this, you know, why am I holding this for myself?
Yeah.
I need it. People need
I
to
just
see
spread my seed.
People need to see this. The 209 has to see this. And
the honoring.
It's close. I was this close, bro. And then I just ended up quitting because we got in a disagreement about like money, about like I wanted this much, and he was just like no. And then, you know, rightfully so, because I wasn't that good. I thought I was that good.
So what year was that? What year was that?
This was 2016. And then long story short, bro, I just started doing all that. I started taking every gig that I could because obviously when you go all in, you start taking anything, you know?
Yeah.
Stuff that you probably would have never done.
Oh, yeah. Stuff that you don't want to do.
Stuff that I don't want to talk about on this podcast.
Yeah.
And then eventually me and Joel started linking up because he came back from Italy. And I saw like his snaps and it was I saw his snaps. And
I saw how bad Joel was.
It was like you know how he was doing all those effects. Like I was doing it worse. Like I was just like,
he's like, listen, my effects are cool. Joel's over here,
bro. Literally, like I was blowing Earvin's mind with PowerPoint.
Yeah,
you're doing
bro.
what,
bro?
Oh, you were editing videos with PowerPoint?
Yeah, dude. I got really good. Got really fucking good. Scary good.
I was the first of my generation at this, actually. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first person who ever edited video on Microsoft PowerPoint, Joel.
I do it for you guys. I do it all for you guys.
Actually, this video is getting edited on the PowerPoint.
Yeah.
As we speak right now.
Okay.
Next slide.
Next slide. This transition is going to go like this. All right, so you started seeing his.
Oh, I saw his snaps, and he had all of his big ass like paintings.
Well, I guess right now let's switch real quick. Why did you go over there? Sorry, I forgot where instantly.
Oh, I went to
Italy,
Florence, man.
Yeah,
Duffy knows. Duffy knows.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, my name's Micah.
I'm
Italian, man. Diele.
But what is it? So yeah, I was going to Stanislaus for my art degree and shit. So I wanted to feel independent. You know, I was like, I'm going to Turlock, going back to Livingston. And I was like, I told my advisor, I want to live in the dorms. And she's like, that's like $10,000 to just be in a dorm room for a year. And I was like, fuck. And she's like, how about you go to Florence. And I was like, how's that cheaper?
Yeah.
She told me it is. You can apply. You can try to make it. It's a year program. And then from there, I just lived my wildest dream. 21 years old, flying to Florence.
Dude, that's
never
crazy.
flown like.
And were you majoring in like art?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so I got a bachelor's in fine arts. And with that, I went to CSU Florence, which was like a little, a good little studio space mansion kind of shit over there. And then they told us you can apply for another school and go for it. So then we ended up, some of us ended up applying to the Academy of Fine Arts where the Statue of David is located.
Dude,
So
that's
it's
sick.
crazy.
Is that the Uffizi?
Yeah. No, Uffizi is the one next to the
first one.
for the Ponte Vecchio.
Yeah.
And the other one's like passing the Duomo. But that's where the
Can you
statue.
pull it up, Duffy, real quick?
Yeah.
Shit, yeah. That's where the statue of Michelangelo is. And just seeing like all these tourists.
That's dude, isn't it crazy that like that shit's been here for hundreds of years
Dude,
too?
it's crazy.
Like that blows my mind.
Yeah.
And like, how do these sculptures look like this and they were made like 1,000 years
He
ago?
was 21 when he made that. Michelangelo was 20 fucking one.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
And you're there at 21.
At 21.
Were you like, what the like?
nah, not even. I was just like, this fucking guy living, It's crazy how small that area is also because, I could go down the block and I'm like, this is where Da Vinci stayed one time. This is where Michelangelo, this is where Donatello would kick it.
Zoom in on that, Duffy.
Yeah, zoom in, please.
And
That's
So it's funny because at Duffy's bachelor party when we went, we like literally were walking down the strip,
Oh.
and then when we went to Caesar's Palace further, we're like, we want to see David's dick. Like, where's David's dick? And then we found the janitor. Oh no, we didn't. There was this janitor lady, and we're like talking loud, and she's like, "Oh, I know where it is. Follow me." And she's like holding up her broom, like this way, and all of us are like following. We're like, "Yeah, we're gonna see it." And then like she took a whole bunch of. We took a photo with her. It'll pop up, boom, a photo with her like in front of the statue.
Duffy, try Academy of Art. I think that's the wrong one. It's like something else of art. I don't even know what that is. That place is too nice.
Trust him, Duffy. He lived in Florence for a year.
A fine art. There you go.
Oh,
Got to put that fine in there,
It's like all the online colleges who have
They're like,
like
"Did you
all
mean-"
this stuff to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of different schools over there. We went to a legit, obviously Italian kind of school. If you go with New York Academy, they have their own like location over there.
Mhm.
But Italians love California. This is their Italy.
yeah.
Oh,
I've talked to
really?
so many, and they're like, "What are you doing in this shithole? Why did you choose Florence?"
That's
And I'm just
crazy.
like, "What?
Yeah.
This was my dream. Like, what do you?"
And
mean?
when you're in another country, doesn't it feel like I don't know? It feels like it's like such a like you're in a whole different culture, vibe, everything. That to me, when I went to Portugal, it was just like life's so much different over there. Like their day to day life. Over here, it's more. Anytime you talk to somebody, it's like, "What are you doing?" kind of deal.
Yeah.
And it's like, "What have you been up to?" It's always like, what are you doing with your life? And over
Yeah.
there, everyone's just hanging out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It
There you
never
go.
feels
Yeah.
like that.
I think because here we're always just kind of conditioned to 9 to 5,
Mhm.
and obviously in other places they have different hours of business. They have that aperitivo stuff. What do you call it when it's not siesta? I was gonna say siesta. Is it when you just work for a certain hours, like 4 hours, and then you dip? You come
Oh
back,
yeah, you like have a
That's a siesta.
siesta,
right?
or and then they call
yeah,
it.
there you go. That's it.
They
That's
call
the
it
one.
other things too. Yeah, it's like they have a lull. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, they have like a 3-hour gap in their day, and then they'll go back and work for 2 hours. I'm like, what?
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the
That's the
guy.
one.
That's
Can
the
you
guy,
zoom in
dude.
on that for us?
Yeah.
Zoom in.
That way the viewers can see that. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, there you go. Enhance.
Hey,
Enhance. That's
Yeah,
actually there we go. Now
no lie, like actually being there and seeing this work of
Every
art.
day.
and were you like looking up at the statue from right underneath it, or
Yeah,
like
dude.
what was your favorite view of the statue?
Favorite view. Funny thing is you can
Favoriting.
zoom in more.
Can we get a back angle of this?
You can walk around it.
Can we do the 3D model?
Yeah, you can walk around it and you could see all points. And honestly, I'm just like, I can't believe a guy. My homeboy was working for like a year on this.
Damn.
It's just like,
Damn.
whatever.
Yeah, you're not gonna see art like this.
He didn't even want to do it.
Uh-huh.
Dude.
But okay. So when you're there though, do you feel like extra immersed in like artwork and stuff like that, or like what
Yeah,
was your
even-
experience with that?
So like, what is it? There's a lot of tourism over there. And the funny thing is that there's a lot of Americans over there.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm over here just doodling because I can. I'm in Florence. Screw it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like get out your sketchbook, do something. And then like in a matter of 10 minutes, you got like all these Americans behind you, like taking pictures of you. You know, a random street dog comes and you pet the dog and they're like, this is gold. You know, like they start taking pictures of it. And I'm like, you would never get, I'm like, and I tell them, I'm American, I'm from California. And they're like, oh, wow. You don't get the same over here. If you like pop up at 17th and you're just sketching or, you know, or like you're just at a park, you know, like no one.
Oh, so no one was doing that over there though? Or
yeah, no. Well, the thing is, just
It's
like it just attracted people. You know what I mean?
tourism. Like tourists are just like we're in.
They're just
these
wild about it,
areas.
yeah.
Oh,
we
and
need
so you're just over there doodling for yourself?
Yeah, but
and
they're-
people are watching you.
They're just like, wow, this is so cool. And I'm like, like
It's a real Florence experience.
yeah, there you go. Yeah.
selling it.
Look at this guy with his bleached
Artists
hair.
everywhere.
He's totally from Florence.
And I'm
So
just
much, so culture.
and I'm just like, see, ciao. You don't even know I'm Californian.
Adios.
Yeah, dude. No, it was immersive. It was really cool. You know, like I said, I thought I was gonna be like 60, 70 when I lived that moment.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really cool that I got the opportunity. Met a lot of friends. Got amazing roommates. The food was amazing. The places I went to were just something I never dreamed of.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. And being there for so long too. That's so lucky.
Yeah,
lot of-
learned Italian.
Yeah. You're pretty good. You know. I mean, you can like
Yeah,
conversation.
I can have a good conversation or ask for direct. You know, like you know where dove, you know,
Mm-hmm.
say you know shit like oh un po, or
Grazie.
cozy, you know, shit like that. Yeah,
Molto bene.
yeah.
Oh.
You know, there you go.
Oh, damn.
Assassin's Creed
This guy-
2.
This guy learns.
Assassin's
See?
Creed
Yeah.
2.
Oh my god. Yeah, dude, I'd be going and be like, that's where I live.
Yeah,
You know,
dude.
just playing games. Like that's my street,
Dude, before I went on my honeymoon, I was showing
Oh,
my
yeah,
wife.
you're
I was like,
we can go here.
Duomo, this is the Cathedral del Santa Maria.
Like you already knew.
You're like, we're not gonna go this high up, but imagine.
Bruno Shelley created this dome from 1420 to 1436, and it's
It's like it's like a low key, like a good history game.
Yeah, it is.
yeah, dude. They have all the modules if you want to
Yeah.
learn about it and shit. I learned all about the Medici.
Fuck.
Damn.
That's cool. That's
Damn.
cool.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And then you guys. So then you're coming back.
And then
I just figured we could get. We could.
So say what I'm coming back, and I still have this like passion where I'm like, man, like I lived and breathed art. Like I think that's the most I've ever drawn, painted.
And Earvin's like, listen up. Your videos are shit, man.
Yeah. I was
He
just like,
just shits on your high.
I'm gonna do this over here.
You could only do so many time lapse videos. You know?
Yeah, dude.
Like
I was like, you know, I was hitting up my cousin too. I was like, I need your music on this like PowerPoint thing.
Wait, was it a bell?
Yeah.
with like house music?
Yeah.
what was the name at the time? Because the bell goes through
Mozilla?
like a name every
Mozilla.
year,
Yeah.
bro. Something about
Go
about
back to
a bell.
Mozilla, bro.
Yeah, Mozilla was that was the
Solid.
one. That was the one. But he's going by Bad Talk Good now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yes. I had to think about it.
Yeah.
I was like, is that it? Yes.
Yeah.
No, anyway, so then yeah, you know, met with Earvin, saved my freaking career.
Yeah.
He really showed it off in a good way. Yeah. And so what? You guys, it was 2017. You guys said.
We linked up, 2017, because after I was doing the whole dealership thing, we my friend that was helping me out,
Mm-hmm.
he found out about a space
Mhm.
that was available, and it was right there where it's what's the salon place? You know where Abracadabra's at?
Yeah.
So on the left, there's like a barbershop.
bar.
Yeah.
Right, that used to be our spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Avalos?
Avalos, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Avalos.
I'm so sorry, Avalos. I'm sorry.
Shout
Shout out to thrift shops in Merced.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, go check them out. And then we ended up getting that spot, and it was like super old. Like the building was like like low key falling apart. But I didn't give a fuck, bro. It was
No,
like,
dude, you get a space.
I was like 25.
Dude, when we got this place, there's carpet like from the 70s.
There was
on
carpet
here.
in the bathroom.
that was the nasty
That was,
part.
yeah, carpet on our bathroom too,
Yeah.
dude.
Why? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what
It's like-
made them? It's like,
Yeah.
like, they walk in, they're like, you know what this needs?
No, yeah.
Blue. No, this needs a green carpet.
Are you tired of waking up in the morning and feeling the cold tile? Well, how about some carpet that's permanent?
Yeah, let's get some orange carpet in there. It's
Make it shaggy.
yeah. Let's get the ugliest carpet in there, you know. So I had the space, like huge.
We can both bond over having to experience that.
Not many people get experience.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, we
you
tore
guys
ours
didn't
out. Yeah, we tore ours out before we even moved anything in.
See, we didn't.
See, we could, I don't even think we
didn't even think of that.
We didn't even think about it.
We didn't-
Well,
just
they were
dumped-
like,
We're
we're
first
like, can we
where
do anything we
smoke?
want?
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, which we don't do that. Go on.
So I got that building and it was just huge, bro. And I was just like, it's just empty walls. And then
Like a big, like almost an empty warehouse type vibe.
yeah, empty warehouse. And then I'm telling you, I was looking at Joel snaps and I was just like, dude, all of his paintings are on the ground. Like they were in his garage. He just had them all like right there, just on the ground. And then I remember messaging him and I was just like, hey, bro, like come through, check out my studio. I just got a new spot. And we were going like back and forth because Joel thought I was just like joking.
I didn't believe him, bro. I was like, sure you do. You want me to drive to Merced? And I was so interlocked. So I was like, nah, dude.
Like Merced? What am I gonna do over there?
Yeah.
This is
Oh yeah. Oh okay. Gotcha.
Dude, it blew my mind when I saw. I was like, this is like it's just a desk in the corner, like literally, like
bro. I just think about like a huge.
I just imagine like with one lamp like hanging over the desk, just in the corner.
Huge room, one big ass desk, and it's just like, yeah, this is.
I'm imagining the scene
beginnings.
from. There's a scene from. This is such a random reference, but from The Incredibles when he's like working on the desk and there's just like one light over his desk.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Pretty much, bro.
Yeah,
but not in a cubicle. It's just like in a fucking. Like,
Open
what are you
area.
doing with this place?
Yeah, nothing. I didn't know what the hell to do at the time, and then he finally.
What was
showed
your
up.
thought process getting the place?
At first, I didn't want it, but then I got to a point where I was just like, you know what, I can afford rent. And at the time, bro, it was $800.
I was gonna ask what it was.
It was like super cheap for a huge. If we
for
were to
like how
count
big it is, huh?
the square feet, it was probably like I don't know,
Like-
4,000 or 5,000.
Are you serious?
Huge, bro?
Dude, that's what I want
Huge.
now, but like I look and it's like
Yeah, no.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm not. I don't got $2,500 to spend a fucking month.
If that, bro, they charge like $1 a square foot now.
yeah.
Over now.
But even if I could get like a 2,000 square foot place, like
Yeah.
bro,
it's so expensive though. Because I've been looking downtown too, and I'm just like,
it's tough.
yeah.
Yeah, with the whole real estate
Yeah,
boom.
that place was long.
But yeah, I just had that, and then we saw it, and then I was like, all right, cool. Like, I think we can do like, like portrait studio shit.
Yeah, you're trying to figure it out too at this
Yeah,
point, right? So
I'm
this is like you.
I had 1 year in.
Yeah,
1 year
yeah.
in.
So you're like, oh, maybe I can just do this now.
Yeah, I was just like, you know what, fuck it. Let me just concentrate on photography, and then I just kept on walking in. It was hella empty, and I didn't know what the hell to do. And Joel just came back, and he finally showed up.
Yeah, I was like, dude, this is cool. Let's hang up some art. Let's do some stuff.
And that just kind of just slowly snowballed effect then, like from you
Yeah.
guys just doing more and more stuff together.
Well, we tried it. We did one of my first solo art shows, and it was really cool. I invited obviously all my friends, family, the community. I had so much support from my family, like making agua frescas.
Yeah,
My friends literally playing music, rapping. It was a cool collective, and that's when we were just like, we need to do
more of this.
Like, I love the fact that it was art, music, and food. It was trifecta.
Yeah, because when I started feeling the rent, I was just like, damn, I gotta make some money somehow.
Or find some friends to share it with.
Yeah, and then
we used to have a third. We're like, fuck. I've been asking hella people. I'm like, you guys don't want a studio to use?
Yeah. Yeah, and we had like a random person walk in, and then they were just like, "Would you guys rent this out for a band?"
Oh, like subleasing it basically,
Like for a night,
for a show or whatever.
For a show,
yeah.
And then I was just like, "Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it." So we charged them like $100, And then after one, bro, because this is when I was like,
Everyone starts hearing.
I was like really starting to dive in with like videography. So I started recording their sets every time they played, and every time I could, I would just upload it on Facebook. Because that was like the thing to share it, And then every time a band came in,
Instagram wasn't video yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was mostly
photo.
pictures. Yeah. So then I just started doing that, and then just started like a word of mouth thing where more bands started showing up, and
You just start making you rent that way.
yeah. So then we started doing shows, and then since we had a big space.
Wait, did you call this space anything or no?
It was at the time I called it Lens 360 because that was the name.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember when I first met you. I think you were still kind of going by that a little bit. Yeah,
that was the name of the company, and then during the week we just like had it open for like open mic nights. So we had a whole bunch of people.
Okay, that's cool.
We had a whole bunch of people show up, and then they would like sing or rap or whatever it was. This was like early on, like early stages of like Joel and I trying to like get involved with the community.
Well, and that's Merced before. Like I always tell people, there's a giant
Before
difference
the boom.
before like pandemic basically and after pandemic because I feel like Merced had like I feel like one day I woke up and when Merced had when Main Street turned to one lane I was it just feels different now like everything feels different.
It was just different time back then because Partisans wasn't open.
They were still closed.
They were closed.
Partisan was closed for what like 6 years.
Long time.
I think it might have been longer than that. Yeah. And I was like I remember people were like no they're still coming back. I'm like how?
Tell us. RC, tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then I don't even think Coffee Bandits was doing open mics yet.
No.
It was like early Coffee Band or somewhat early.
So it was kind of fun that we were like giving an outlet to people that wanted to do something like that.
Yeah, we were just going with it, bro. We're just going with it, just building the brand. And eventually people just started showing up and we started getting like bigger bands and rappers come through. We had Living Legends in there.
Really?
Yeah, I got lucky to come through. Because at the time, there was really no place to like,
perform in
Merced. They would just go to Fresno and straight to like
what
San Francisco.
and what Mainzer is now was like just the Cinema Cafe and it was just all closed down and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because my parents, there's like hella bands that used to play at Mainzer. Like someone told me Tech 9 played there one time and a couple like other like random bigger band like Bay Area rappers and stuff like that. They would play there.
Damn.
And then it was a big punk scene too, apparently.
Yeah, no, I can see that for sure. Yeah.
Grimy, you know.
and then once we started like kind of like getting a feel for how events like run and just like what not to do and what to do and shit, that's when Joel really started getting into like back to like his series. You know, he did like his first series and it was like a gamble, bro, because we weren't sure if anybody was gonna show up or not. You know, like
we had a lot of fun trying to create like gallery shows, and it honestly kind of pushed me to do more work, and then trying to network with other artists was really tough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of us are just, we're in our rooms, we're just doing art, and we don't think about going out and trying to expose ourselves.
I think that's common. And even like maybe it's hard, it's easy to get stuck back into that. I think when you're an artist, whatever it is, because if you're painting or like editing or something like that, you want to be alone. You know what I mean? I don't want to be necessarily like I
having
can't.
A conversation.
Yeah, and it's very hard to. You know what I mean?
Get ready to unlock the door to your dream home today with real estate agent Marcus Rodriguez. If you're looking to buy or sell a home in this competitive market and you're not too sure where to start, look no further than Merced's preferred realtor, Marcus Rodriguez. He'll make sure the process goes as easy and smooth as possible, and you can reach out to him at 209-875-8212. Once again, that's 209-875-8212, or visit his website, www.myagentmarcus.com. Declutter with ease and reclaim your space. Introducing Be Junk Free Merced, where Scott Livesay is your go-to guru for hassle-free junk removal. Tired of tripping over unwanted items or feeling overwhelmed by clutter? Well, hey, Scott's got your back. Unlike other services that leave you with all the heavy lifting, Scott swoops in to handle everything himself. Say goodbye to clutter and hello to a refreshed space. Reach out to Scott today for a quote and let's make your junk disappear in a snap. You can reach out to him at 209-233-1519. Once again, that's 209-233-1519. Enter the world of precision engineering and unmatched service at Connor Manufacturing, a trusted and family-owned machine shop that has been proudly serving the Central Valley with top-tier craftsmanship. Specializing in intricate parts, utilizing the latest manufacturing processes, they take pride in delivering excellence with each project. For all inquiries, visit their website at www.connormfg.com. And make sure to follow them on Instagram at Connor_MFG. Once again, that's at Connor_MFG. Are you ready to elevate your nights out? Well, step into Joystiq, your ultimate destination for arcade excitement, delicious bites, and refreshing drinks that keep the good times rolling. Treat your taste buds to the mouthwatering delights from the kitchen, featuring juicy burgers, crispy fries, wings, and more. Here at Joystiq, there's over 20 big screens, so you can catch all the action from your favorite sports teams. Plus, group to live music, DJ spinning the hottest tracks, and rent out a karaoke room as well. Visit them today at 325 West Main Street in Merced. Once again, visit them today at 325 West Main Street in Merced.
The only time I like it is if I have a video buddy editing too, because then it's like, like, am I stuck right here? What do you think I should do? Blah, blah. That's fun. But
no, that's fun.
No, we used to do that too. I like, because I don't know what I'm doing, but I can definitely put an input. So
your ideas and stuff.
Everyone would be right there, working. I'd be like, hey, can you rotate the whole?
Like, hear me out.
Hear me out. Hey.
So how about we open the scene with the 360? And then I was like,
I'm still on these transitions. He's like, well, what I did in PowerPoint was
It's so easy in PowerPoint. Can I just show you?
it's swirl. and then what happened at that spot?
So we started really getting a little bit more traction, bro, when we did so his art shows really helped, right? Because we started like understanding the formula of things like, okay, we have an event, so he's gonna showcase this. Let's have our friends who play music perform.
Yeah.
And then let's have like a few like, drinks or food, right? To just keep people entertained and shit,
Yeah.
right? And we started having more events, and we did one called the Selena Night. This is like a tribute thing. And we had it packed, bro. We had it like so packed where the windows started like fogging up, right? Like it was we had so many people because then we had a DJ. We were like,
At one point, were you guys like, is this legal?
Yeah.
Because that's what I keep thinking.
So like, going through that, it's like we started
Anything
getting
for Selena's.
we started getting like like cops showing up and shit.
Yeah.
But before I did anything, I went to City Hall and I was just like, hey, like, do I need a permit or anything? And they were like, no, like it's not an event center or whatever. I was like, okay.
Hey, it kind of is though. That's my business model here.
All right. And then people started coming from O'Reilly's to our spot, because they were just.
You don't even want that crowd. Nobody wants that crowd, man.
And then we had the cops come in, and then they started like counting like how many people can come in here. And then I was just
like fire hazard.
Yeah, and then I was just going off the old number that was on our like door, I was like, it says 180, So we were just like going off of that. And then the following day, we had like the fire marshal show up, and then they did the whole count. But what's funny though is that I was trying to contact them like a month before, 2 months before, like, hey, I want to like update the count. I don't know if it here, but they didn't show up until the cops were called, and then they did all that. And then afterwards, it went from like 180 to like 60. Like 60.
It was crazy. Yeah.
And then we started getting like a lot of cops like park outside
And just waiting for shit to happen.
Yeah, so they would literally count how many people would come into our events. And then the crazy part was that
Dude, I need to give it to you guys. I feel like for getting so many people to come, like I feel like back then that's just like a whole different era though. Like I feel like
way different, bro.
Yeah, because I was in Turlock that like from like 2016 to 2020 basically, and then I moved back to Merced in 2020.
Damn.
So that whole time I was thinking like I didn't even know anything going on in Merced culture. Really.
The scene wasn't as like popping as it is now. I feel like now we definitely have more creators. We definitely have people who are getting like more exposure, and then obviously like the different structures that are getting built, and it's just attracting like more people from out of town. But at the time when we were doing that, it was like pretty dead. It was kind of slow. And I feel like people kind of started getting tired of like just going to the same bar over and over again.
It was just O'Reilly's and pub.
It was
pub, really?
That's
right?
it.
And the Mexican.
Oh
bar.
yeah, there's a few other. Oh, and then Gabe's is always open too.
The one next to Chandeliers or whatever.
Oh yeah, Chandeliers.
Chandeliers was there.
Imagine going to a hookah place and there's just girls dancing on boxes. You're like, what is going on?
That's different.
7 people in there, and like one girl's dancing.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this.
Hey, honey, it's okay. Honey, calm down.
Yeah, dude.
We're not here for you.
We'll just watch the music video that's being projected
Yeah,
up top.
just,
Like it's okay.
It's like, why do you like going over there? Music videos?
Yeah.
What's over there?
They got the coolest music videos on YouTube that you have to click on. Like you see the person's computer screen.
No, yeah, just Merced needed something, and I think Earvin had a good idea of what to bring.
Yeah, and then is that kind of with the cops and the fire chief? Is that kind of how it ended?
So
or?
then, the cops and all that stuff, and then we started getting a lot of complaints and shit. And then every time the cops would come in, they'd be asking for the owner, and I was like, "Oh, I'm the owner." But they didn't believe me for a good minute because I was like pretty
young, yeah,
25, looked like a kid,
yeah.
And then I got my friend like at the time who all had like a man bun and shit. So it's like look, kids, let me talk to your boss, like
It's us.
Yeah.
No, we're running it.
There's no possible way these 2 children are running this. Okay, you guys.
And then the owner sold the building, so we had like 30 days to leave and shit. And then that's when Joel really. Before we left, Joel painted this fucking beautiful mural in there. It was like a representation for like, just like, just what we were. And he threw a wolf in there because it was like a mural that I was like, hey bro, like, can you do something? Because there's nothing there. It was like a huge wall. And
like 2 weeks before the show, and I'm just like, yeah, I got this. But I was like, yeah, you know what? We're from Livingston, so we're repping the Wolves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It was sick, bro.
3 of you guys here.
It was sick.
I know there's something about that too. It's like, you know, a lot of us feel like lone wolves. So, you know, it's just one of those paths to find like a pack, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's hard, dude.
Yeah, he painted that, and then that's when we started just like doing more work together, because it was like, all right, we don't got a building anymore, so now we got to like figure out how we're like gonna make some money, or at least like what are we gonna do from here? Because that building for the longest time was like my
Home base, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was just like Lens 360, bro. Like that was me. That's all I did. That's all I knew. And then without the building, I was just like, who am I? You start going through like this crisis, you know?
Yeah.
Like as an artist and shit. Like I feel like we kind of just have like, obviously we wear different masks, right?
Yeah.
Like you have the mask that you show people, right? You're out
Yeah.
in public and you kind of wear this, you know, this mask that people can think you're nice and shit. Or if you're not.
It's like,
Are you not nice and shit?
you wear that. And
No,
then-
I know you mean it. It's like people always think that like I'm gonna be who I am on my podcast every
Like-
time, like in public, and
You're
I'm like,
performing mask.
yeah, and I'm not even. It's not even like I'm performing right now either.
Hey,
but
dance
it's
for
just
me.
like
Dance for me.
no, but
it just always
dance,
like, hey,
monkey,
guys.
dance. No, but yeah, but sometimes when I'm in public, I'm just like, hey, like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't need to be this outgoing. Like, I'm not. I am outgoing, but I'm
Right.
not outgoing 24/7. But like, so that's what you're saying, though.
You're like, I'm not yapping all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I have a podcast, but I don't want to sit and have a conversation with you.
Look, buddy. 2 hours. All right. That's it.
Go to the grocery. They're like, am I in a skit right now?
And I'm like looking around, like, oh shit.
Where are the cameras? Where are the cameras at?
Central Valley Podcast.
Yeah. No. But yeah, so then
We wear masks, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was going through the identity crisis and I low-key spiraled out for a minute. So that was the time where Joel was carrying the torch, bro. Because I was just like, I was down and out, bro. I was going through
he's
my
like, I
depression.
can't edit all these videos on PowerPoint for us. I'm sorry.
I was like, bro, you got to give me a studio.
Fuck. man.
So you're going through it at that moment, though.
Yeah, I was going through it, bro.
I felt that.
I was fucking down. I didn't want to pick up a camera.
Mhm.
I was like going through a stage where I
This
was
is like
done.
2018, 2019.
This is 2018. 2018. We lost our building. 2018. We had like a last little party. We filmed Fernando's music video. The Always. It was a good one too, bro. We were like trying to live our best days in those studios. Like countdown, pretty
It's
much.
the good old days. Like
Yeah,
you
you
knew it was ending, and you're like, we
Yeah,
gotta.
Yeah, we had a good like last month there.
Mhm.
And then I don't know, after that we started doing a lot in Livingston. We were just like, well, you know, this is our new studio.
Yeah,
We're about to do stuff in Livingston.
Mhm.
yeah. We decided to just like try different things, bro. And then this one night, I remember Joel was talking about how he was just like, nah, I want to paint another mural. I want to like do something big.
And so you weren't doing murals at the time. That was your first mural,
No.
or one of your first murals?
Yeah, I think that was like I think that was my first mural.
That was your
You know,
virginity
just-
right there,
yeah,
huh?
Yeah, I learned a lot with that one, you know. But I
That's cool.
definitely wanted to do more.
Because you got to experience like I didn't. You guys started the murals type stuff like together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it started off with you know, that I still had that drive of like I just came back from Italy, all that shit. We did Lunch 360,
Mhm.
and then I think I got drunk and I emailed Parks and Rec in Livingston, and I was just like,
Yo,
the exact, all that, I'm back, baby. Like,
Touchdown.
yeah, who is this
209.
guy? Touchdown!
10 toes down. I'm ready.
Stop searching for the person you've been looking for because I am him.
You know, dead ass. I wish I did that just to be more funny. Like,
Yeah.
for it could just be hilarious. But they're just like, we've been looking for mural artists, and then they, you know, gave me a.
I just got back from Italy.
like, psh,
For the longest time, that was our pitch.
I was our pick.
Yeah.
Always.
We're like, I'll be like, you do something to paint, bro. This guy was in Italy.
And I'd be
Like,
like-
this guy learned it all.
He
We were just
standing
something like that. We were just
I'd be like, all right, who's gonna bring up the Italy part, guys?
like, we're like low key, like waiting.
Like, I can't say it. You know, I need one of you guys to say it.
We go to
And here
meetings,
you
bro.
guys are 10 years later still bringing it up.
Here's like chow. Oh, sorry, I'm back.
Oh
in
yeah,
America.
I know so many languages.
Excuse me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so go on. You're still using this whole Italy
was the
trip.
pitch. That was the pitch, bro. Like,
That's the only reason you're on this podcast is because Joel went to
I know,
Italy.
they're like, bring it up again, Duffy.
Hey, Duffy, before we start,
Duffy actually, the first thing he said, he was like, "Oh, I want to ask
Nailed
him
it.
about his Florence, Italy trip."
Yeah.
You know, that'd be a good thing to talk about. I didn't know it'd be all we talk about.
like, the whole thing, we just go on a trip. We just get on a plane right now and just go to Italy. As a matter of fact, why don't-
This is a podcast in memory of Joel's trip to Italy.
I wish we could just cut and then go over there. But
Yeah.
Just-
Oh, like we're in Italy, like
use the honeymoon video.
like we're looking at the.
just no in front of the statue. But it's this angle up, so it's just his penis.
Here we are, boys.
Here
That
we
me
are.
at 21, but it's video form
Green
now.
screened.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah.
Wow, this is amazing. So yeah, you were talking and you're trying to
I-
get a job with your Italy trip again.
I sold them on the pitch that I can do it. I told them I'll do a freebie. I just want to do a wall, and they're like, "No, we found something for you. We got a budget. Let's go ahead and do it." And I was like, "Well, there needs to be a budget for my videographer."
Yeah.
You know, so we ended up kind of doing that.
That's
We ended
cool,
up
dude.
doing
That's cool. You
Nice.
Yeah, man.
attach it to it,
Yeah, I thought it'd be a really good idea because Earvin was making videos when we,
and you sell it to them like we could show off like the city as well
Exactly,
as
yeah.
you know. What
Oh
I mean?
my god! One of the dumbest things that we did was, the silos at Foster
Oh
Farms.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I just was like, hey, I need inspiration, guys. And this is the city. I'm like, so I need inspiration. I need to get up there to the tippy top.
So like if you're like driving through Livingston or
the
you're heading
top
towards
of
like Modesto,
Livingston is that what you're saying? Like,
No, the
it's
silos.
like,
yeah, but you need to see it like from the top up,
Yeah,
down
yeah.
though. Or
Sure.
whatever. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking.
like we're like we need inspiration to do this, like,
We need to become the drone, okay?
and that was fun, bro. That was fun because
So they hooked it up. So they you went to Foster Farms one day, and then they like
they have no ties really with Livingston, so they're just like, you want what?
Yeah.
no phone call.
we
no,
process
like,
chickens here.
Like it wasn't even like let's give them a call a few days ahead of time. It was just like we wanna see this. Like,
They're like, sure.
We
thing.
want these two guys to go to top of your silo.
like this guy from Italy wants to see what,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Then you go over there, you only speak Italian to them the whole time.
you're like, shit, guys.
He's just whispering.
Like, I don't even say anything because like, no, he doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
I'll tell him.
Just be like,
And it was fun, bro. We went all the way up there. We brought Fernando with us because it's like a Livingston thing, like.
Yeah.
What did it look like from up there, you guys?
you
I
can
got a
see
video,
Yosemite,
bro.
man.
I'll
You
send
see
you the video.
Yosemite from up there.
You can see
Great.
somebody.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Like one of the guys. The cool thing about these kind of jobs is that we do like immersing ourselves in what the project is, the community,
Yeah.
networking.
Mhm.
Now, the guy that I met there, he's like, I was a kid when this was being built, and then I got hired in. I remember going to the theater in Livingston, and 25 cents got you a movie, popcorn, and a soda.
Dude, isn't that crazy?
And I was just like, shit. And he's like, and then I'm the boss here now. You're talking to the guy that runs this silo. He's like,
I'm the king of this
This is-
silo.
I am him.
I am him of the
I
silo.
got rid of that fucking movie theater.
You know that movie theater everybody loves?
Yeah.
You know why it's gone? That was me.
no, but we do that to a lot of projects, so we really
Yeah,
get
it's
immersed.
like with video and stuff like that. It's like if I'm going to tell somebody's story or somebody's business, it's like, hey, like you got to talk to me before.
Yeah.
Like, why do you want to do this video? Like, every time with video, it's like people come to you and they almost just have no idea what they want. You know what I mean?
I
they
think
like
they're expecting you to be like
yeah,
to do that.
yeah, exactly. But
Bells and
they'll
whistles.
like describe it as something, and then you meet up with them, and that's what I learned. It's like you always got to meet up with somebody before, because you probably know a project. You get there and they're like, oh, I want like. They list all these other things. I'm like, well, that's impossible for me to do
Bro.
by myself. like
That was music videos, bro.
oh, music videos are.
I feel like as a videographer, you kind of go through these like stages where like you probably either start off doing weddings, right?
Uh-huh.
Or you start off doing music videos,
Mm-hmm.
or you
Like
just,
couple portraits or that type of stuff.
You know, yeah.
Photographer, like that type of stuff, and then landscape as well.
Yeah.
Basically.
and then you kind of realize like what you want to do and what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like I started off doing music videos, and I loved it at first. Like it was
Mhm.
fun, it was sick, And then you start meeting people who have these like extravagant ideas, but unfortunately don't have like
The budget. Mhm.
And I'm just like, you want me to do what? And
Mhm.
then this one time we did this music video out in the Bay. It was for this rapper. He was a cool dude, great
Mhm.
guy. But then like what he told me on the phone what he wanted was not what he wanted to do in person, bro. and then at one point, so I brought Hoa with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, camera B guy.
You always got to bring a
we know
bring
it.
guy
We
with
know.
you.
We definitely know.
Hell yeah.
Camera B, bro. He had this idea where he was just like, okay, so now what I want to do is that I want to put the mic and I want to light it on fire. And I'm just like, wait, where? And there's a whole ass like dry field in front of us. I was like, you want to do that here? He was just like, I was like, wait, what? And then he was just like, yeah, it's gonna look cool. And then I was just like, I was like, all right, fuck it, you know. But let's move, let's move away from that. And this dude, bro, grabs hand sanitizer and he just drenches it all over the microphone, and it was only like a few seconds, only a few seconds for the video.
Yeah.
And he was just like by the microphone, bro. You know what I mean? Like it was.
I mean, that's
wow.
pretty cool scene.
But
I was gonna say that.
There
but
goes
yeah.
the mic.
Yeah, the mic is
it's gone.
gone.
Yeah.
Mic is gone. Footage was whatever, you know, like the shutter speed was wrong. So we got hey, bro,
man, sorry.
bro, do you got another mic?
Dude, yeah.
But yeah, you know, like we were doing music videos and all that stuff, and you know, it was fun. I loved it and everything. But as going back to the silos thing, like we kind of just started getting a feel for like this is kind of what we want to do, like just like
Community
immerse-
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
It's really cool kind of.
When it was cool because it's kind of like a blank canvas at that point. Like there wasn't much art in the 209. There was a few random murals, you know, throughout it. But I feel like since, I don't know, I feel like since 2020, it just was like blown up with like different artwork and stuff.
Yeah. We have a strong community of artists here, and obviously creatives in general. But like,
Doesn't that seem like it came out of nowhere too, though? Like,
it did, and
like we're like, because I feel like I picked up a camera in 2019.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of when I obviously got in the scene of like seeing other artists and things like
Right.
that. But like I feel like since then, and then like 3 years later from 2019, like I'm like, oh
Right.
dang, it's like a big community of artists.
I feel like a lot of the stuff too that I learned when we were doing Lens 360 was a lot of people didn't really have means to promote themselves, you know,
Mhm.
because at the time like cameras were still like super expensive, and
It's a
your
little
phone-
different, yeah.
Your phone didn't have the best quality, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like when somebody gives you like that type of quality, like you want to share it, you
Mhm.
want everybody to see it, you know. So I feel like some of the creators were there, but they just didn't have like that exposure or a platform.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why this thing got born, is because it was just like, there's a whole bunch of cool people here. It gets a bad rep. What can we do to be able to highlight people, to show them? You know what I mean? And then the hard thing about the Central Valley podcast to me is that I want to highlight so many people,
Yeah.
but each episode takes so much time to edit and to do, and like. I get people all the time, why do you have this person on? Why do you have this person on? Why do you have this person on? And it's like, I can't, like, that, and that's why I'm happy that you're out
overwhelming.
there doing like highlight videos of different business. Like, what, you even have a name for your little series that you do when you just highlight people's businesses? You know what I mean?
It's funny, bro, because
Like,
the
I
food
should.
one, yeah, the food
one, what's the food
yeah,
one called?
The Honor Eats.
The
you know?
Honor Eats.
Nice.
Okay,
So
yeah, yeah.
I'm big on acronyms, bro. I'm
Yeah.
big on acronyms. You know, like I fucking. I'm telling
Honestly,
you, bro. Branding.
when you put TH, okay, but honestly, when you put THC at the end of your videos, I'm just like, I think it's THC, and I thought THC was THC. Like I thought they were like,
So yeah, I have the Honor Eats,
Mhm.
where it's just because obviously, you know, like I like to eat, bro. You know, I love
Mm-hmm.
to eat. And that's one of the reasons why I'm always working out with Tanner too, because I'm like, bro, if I'm not working out, then it's not gonna work out for me. You know, like it's gonna add up. It's gonna add up quick. You know, been there,
Yeah.
done that. Especially like you get older, bro. You're not, you know,
Mhm.
like you're not moving as much as you used to. But yeah, no, like a lot of the times I see a lot of street vendors, you know,
Mhm.
and growing up, I just always appreciated it because I don't know, like I said, I love food. Like,
Mhm.
but sometimes when you meet them for the first time, a lot of people don't even ask who they are, how
Yeah.
they're doing it,
Mhm.
you know. And like I said earlier, some artists don't have a means of exposure, or they're too busy doing their thing where it's like, well, they're not gonna do it, you know.
Mhm.
And I think the first time I did that was with, I want to say maybe Ryan from Sanctuary.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that was the
Yeah.
first one that I saw.
That was the first one I did, like food, and everybody has a story. Everybody has a story, you know what I mean? And I think that goes with story, like when we create videos. I think now, like you mentioned, with all these new creators,
Mhm.
it's like a whole boom right now that we're experiencing.
Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like.
you
You
know,
know?
I feel like the thing that's really
And the internet is basically almost geared towards that.
Yeah.
The whole internet, you know what I mean?
we're in a content era for sure, where
Mhm.
it's like everybody's just making content. Everybody has the means to make content. But one thing that separates your content is probably like how engaging is it?
Quality and then authenticity.
Exactly.
Those two things.
And you can see that.
Because authenticity is higher than quality, because you can see people out there with their phones
Yeah.
with millions and millions of followers, and it's just because like they're authentically doing. Sometimes people like to see that like, hey, you're like me,
Natural.
like I could do that. You know what I mean? Where it's like if it's almost too high quality produced of like someone doing something normal. Like I did a daily vlog, right? I would never do a daily vlog again. Like it was such a nuisance for. Oh, you just did it too, right?
That
Isn't
was
that
like,
annoying to do?
it's funny, bro, because like you set up your tripod and then you gotta like fucking set up the other like another angle.
Yeah.
You're
Gotta
just, like,
get back into bed.
you're like you look at it, you're like, oh, I gotta do that again.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, this is taking up more of my day than like me working on these things. Like, I'm sure your coffee scene took you all morning to do. You're like, I get to my studio 2 hours early to film me making coffee.
I'm like, hey, what time are you guys gonna get to the shop? Like, oh, okay, cool. I'll get there 2 hours early. I don't want nobody to see me. You know, it's funny, bro. It's like a meta thing too, because then you're editing, right, and then you're like watching yourself, recording yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny, bro. But no, but I think so. Like what you said, authenticity carries like a lot of weight because it doesn't matter. Now it's people can put out whatever they want, and I think with TikTok kind of showed that it doesn't matter what type of quality you have as long as like it's engaging. Or authentic or relatable, like it's gonna pop off, you know. It's gonna move.
That's kind of like for Central Valley Podcast. It's like that was the random niche that I kind of before I started. It was like called Real Talk and whatnot for like the first. I don't know.
Oh shit! It was Trail Talks.
Well,
Trail talks.
it was Trail Talk. So
the
so the very beginning, it was like I want to start a podcast. I don't know what's going to be about. My first initial idea was like I used to go hiking way more than I go hiking now, and I was like, oh, it could be called like Trail Talks and whatnot, and I can like have on whoever like different people who hike and talk about a path or something like that.
Damn.
And then on the first episode, Jimmy was like, what's it going to be called? And I said, I thought about Trail Talks. He's like, well, I mean, he was like, we're 30 minutes in. We haven't even talked about hiking once or whatever.
Oh, damn.
And then he was like, what about Real Talk and whatnot? And I was like, oh, I like that. Yeah, let's do that. And then we ran with that for like, I don't know how many episodes, probably 40,
Yeah.
50 basically. And then, but it evolved to Real Talk and whatnot, Central Valley Podcast. And then Central Valley Podcast is just like, it became my Instagram handle and just ended up being better. But there was a niche of like, no one was talking good about the area.
Yeah.
In 2020, that's when I figured like, I was like, hey, it's not as bad as everyone's making it. The pandemic showed me that. And I feel that, you know, there's a lot of artists in here. There's a lot of dope people. It gets a bad reputation.
Yeah.
What if there's one platform talking good about it? Because there's like 209 times posting every single
Yeah, you know what? 209
thing.
times, bro.
Go ahead, call him out.
Let's go.
Hey,
Look at the camera.
I don't know, man. Like if I'm thinking about like the Central Valley and all that, like I feel like 209 times.
It represents the bad stuff.
well, it's like
It's a different narrative, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know exactly what to make of it, but I'm not going there for like reliable
Information.
representation,
Yeah.
information. You know what I mean?
And a lot of stuff's, There's like,
He also hates certain people, and he'll just fucking dig
that's
into
what
them.
I don't like when people use social media to talk shit and hate on other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's one thing if it's like, I'm sure there's like, I don't know. It just when it's somebody running for, I don't know, whatever. If it's somebody corrupt in politics or whatever, anything like that, it's just like,
yeah.
if you're using your platform for that, like you're focusing on the negative things of the area. And I get like you want to do something. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I think I don't know, man. It's just like he's definitely been doing it for a minute too. Because I remember like when we were around, like I remember seeing it often. I think like it's cool that he has a big platform, but when you have a platform that big, I think you really got to start considering like, what am I going to be? You know, what's going to be the move, what's gonna be the motive? Because people can be easily influenced, and I don't know, like you have that platform, but I hope that more good comes.
No, I totally agree with that. And that's like with this platform right now. I mean, I'm still posting my daily, whatever. Like,
No, like I'm still posting it right now.
yeah.
That's the vlog camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, why was there a camera in the bathroom?
For security.
Tripod set up.
Security.
The honor exposed.
THE.
Trying to say
That's the new one.
Enhance.
Could you zoom in a little more for me, Billy? I don't see anything.
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
That was like 75% of the image.
Yeah, okay. And then let's switch real quick. So, when
Let's
did
stay on that?
When did all they talked about on this episode was Earvin's dick?
David?
Wait, some more.
Named David?
No, but
Photoshop Earvin's face on the day.
when was THC? When did that happen?
Oh man.
That was
So, and it kind of explain what Third Hour Collective is for people listening.
Third Hour Collective. THC.
What an introduction for Third Hour Collective.
Yeah, because I know you've been saying like THC, THE. So
Yeah.
they're like, it's talking about weed.
The Honor Club.
Yeah.
So it was our friend Fernando. He goes by the Always. He's an amazing creative rapper, musician. He wanted to start a platform for artists on Instagram, and he just started getting a collective of artists to just, hey, you're gonna post every other week something, like you're gonna do be in charge of Monday or whatever. So don't forget, post. But after that, he was deciding to do something more to it. He was like, I want to put music.
Like a playlist.
Yeah, make playlists. And then, it's just me, Fernando. I did the logo for it. And then after that, we started, getting Earvin involved because of the videography aspect.
It was back in Fernando made that like back in 2012.
2015. Oh, shit. No, 2012.
It's older, yeah.
It's older, yeah. But like I started working on the logo like my last year of college. And that's when,
So that's kind of like been in the background for a long time.
Been there for a minute, bro.
super
Yeah.
background. Yeah.
Because all this other stuff was going on, but it wasn't like THC. Yeah,
After he made it, I remember looking at the logo and I was just like, that's a clean ass logo. Like, I like it, And I hit up
I'm going to
Nando.
make all mine THE.
Can you do one with an E?
Like, hey, I love what you did, bro. Add an E at the end. I was like, why aren't we doing anything with this? So I hit up Nando and I was just like, hey, like, do you mind if I like start doing, I don't know, like adding videos to.
And when is this? 20 what?
This was like 2015?
Yeah, 2015.
It was around 2016, 2015. And then when we got my spot at Lens 360, that's when we were just like, fuck it, let's do something with THC.
So you were kind of going by the Third Hour Collective during the whole time at the shop and everything?
I was going by Lens 360, but then Fernando finally came back from San Francisco for a little bit. He was with us for a while because he was in the Bay Area after like high school. And then, he came back from Italy. Nando came back from the Bay. And then and then I was just like, let's fucking do something with it. So
How many times can we mention that Joel went to Italy?
put the count in the video.
Fucking count. You guys know I'm like, fuck. But deep down inside, I'm like, yeah, that's right.
It's that humble mask we were talking about.
Yeah, take that mask off.
Mamma mia!
Fuck. No, but THC, we definitely started doing some stuff, and we were incorporating. We wanted to basically do something similar to what you guys were doing in the beginning, where we wanted to have creatives come over, talk about their experiences. We had questions to ask. We would have like funny ones to tell, and we just wanted them to, like, hey, let's build, let's represent. Let's see. There's creatives, there's artists here. Let's showcase them.
Yeah, it was like the first time that we started really doing like interviews, and we were just trying to like I don't know, create something kind of like have you seen Genius? Like those. Like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It was kind of like that. We were just like
that, or like how GQ always has like they'll have them interview somebody and they'll be like your favorite whatever. But you know what I mean, something similar to that.
And I had so much footage from like the performances because people would perform at the spots. So I was like, you know what, let's interview them. Like, and we did a couple of those episodes, and then obviously like we lost the building, so it was kind of hard to do that. And then we kind of just like left it in the back burner for a minute, and then I don't know when we started doing.
We started DJing at.
There we go.
At the mural at the Livingston Historical. What is it? Museum.
Oh, really?
So there's like a little spot.
Like at the park?
Yeah. Well, you know, like they call it the. What is it? The fallen birds, but in Spanish, like los pájaros caídos, because it's like all the old men are just gambling there.
Yeah.
They're all just gambling there. Yeah. So at night we were doing the mural, and Fernando would be DJing while I was doing the mural. Earvin would be recording.
Moose is here.
Shout out to Moose.
Shout out to Moose. Moose.
Oh my head.
Goes out of the camera. Moose, come here.
Experience the spirit of the Sierra Nevadas with Tioga Sequoia Brewing, where each beer is a tribute to craftsmanship and conservation. Rooted in love for the region and its communities, their brews capture the essence of the Sierra Nevadas and the Central Valley. Whether you're in the heart of the 209 or bustling streets of the 559, come visit them in downtown Merced or the Beer Garden District in Fresno. And don't forget to check out each location for their awesome events like the block parties. You can find their beers at your local stores like Save Mart, Safeway, Vaughn's, Rayleigh's, Walmart, Sprouts, and Costco. Join them in raising a glass for exceptional beer and the natural wonders of our beloved Sierra Nevadas. Step into a world where every sip tells a story, every gathering is a toast, and every moment is cherished. Welcome to HiFi Wine, where passion for wine, community, and family intertwine to create an unforgettable experience. From private events that spark connection to weekly tastings led by industry experts, HiFi Wine is more than just a wine shop. It's a celebration of life's simple pleasures. Joining the HiFi at-home family means embarking on a delectable journey through exclusive wine selections delivered right to your doorstep. Discover them at 629 West Main Street, next door to El Capitan Hotel. And let's raise a glass for life's extraordinary moments. Start your day off right at American Grind Coffee, where the enticing aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the promise of a delicious breakfast await you each morning. Nestled in Modesto at 4742 McHenry Avenue, they are the perfect meeting spot to catch up with an old friend or meet a colleague for lunch. When lunchtime rolls around, they've got you covered with their gourmet sandwiches, hearty salads, and daily specials, all crafted with the freshest local ingredients. And the best part about American Grind Coffee is that they also cater events. Come experience the perfect blend of great food, friendly service, and unforgettable coffee at American Grind Coffee today. At Sign Guys, they take care of all your sign needs. No job is too big or too small. Just give them a call. As the Central Valley's premier full-service sign company, they are there for the customers. Whether it's a banner of an upcoming event, temporary signage, vehicle graphics, or an illuminated sign for a building, customers can rely on them. They specialize in window graphics, door graphics, and metal signs of all sizes. Need an electric sign? Well, hey, no problem. They also offer full service repairs on all signs, ensuring customers need not to worry if their sign is on the blink. They sign their work with pride and attention to detail, committed for their long haul. With over 30 years of combined sign experience, customers can trust them. Don't hesitate to call now at 209-726-0984. Once again, that's 209-726-0984.
And we're back.
That's good.
With beer. Half dome. It probably just cut out so abruptly, but I think we were saying something about
Tioga, I need a full dome.
Yeah, there's half dome and there's low dome. Can we get a full dome?
Get a full dome?
And then it'll just be the whole rock. Just be a mountain right there.
For you, it's a Duomo.
There it is.
There it is.
Once again,
We found it.
Joel went to Italy, so make sure we cover that in the second half of this podcast.
It's gonna be like, I left after they said like 3 times Italy.
All these guys do
It's
is
just
make
me, like-
fun of. Oh, hey, or I'm just going to remind you have hats underneath your chair.
I do.
At some point. But so when did recently you guys have been, I feel like you have been, THC has been DJing at stuff almost last year, basically.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
you guys have really been doing stuff. So how did that kind of start?
Oh,
you
bro.
guys coming out?
Bro, I'll tell you how that happened. I'll tell you how the DJ happened.
Tell me.
So, Turlock at the time, back in 2017, 2018.
Red Brick, bro? Remember
Red Brick.
Dude, yeah.
Red Brick was like the spot, Red Brick was like the area to go, you know what I mean? Like people wanted to dance or just fucking, I don't know, smoke hookah in the back.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It was like people would line up, bro.
It was cool, yeah. It was like the spot in
It was the
in the
spot.
Central Valley, I felt like at that time.
It was either you go to Red Brick.
By Central
or
Valley, I mean
to,
Merced and Turlock.
Or Utter. Red Brick or Utter.
Oh, Utter.
But before
Utter.
they went all like,
Yeah. Well, let's just say it's when Utter was just a hallway.
yeah, it was like
just
super
like-
narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. But Red Brick was a spot. They had DJs, and it was fun for a while. And then they started like spiraling for a little bit. But this one time, bro, I remember me and Joel were out there, and I was actually like listening. I was like hyped up because the DJ was playing some like bangers, right? And right when the drop was about to hit, this dude changes it to like the slowest song ever, and I was just like, what the fuck? And then this dude kept on doing it the whole night, and I was just like I started realizing that this dude just like was fucking up the vibe on purpose. All the time, bro. Like the vibe was like cool, everybody was dancing, and then he would almost like intentionally like just like mess up the vibe.
Yeah, that's weird, yeah.
And I remember on IG, I felt some type of way, bro. I was like young.
It was demon mode.
I was like bold, And I remember they put something on IG, a sponsored ad, and then I don't know what the hell I was thinking, bro. I just commented on there,
Hey, your DJ fucking sucks.
and I was feeling some type of way, bro. Like, just imagine that. Imagine me going out of my way to do that. Like, this dude,
yeah, it's
We're
like
not even
bad.
DJs.
I'm not even a DJ, bro. And then I was
it's like
just
somebody shitting on us doing what we do now. You know what I mean?
and then I just,
It felt some type of way.
I just
Inspired me to go DJ from that moment on.
yeah, bro.
What does he know about music? Huh?
I commented.
I know
on-
nothing, but
I commented on there, bro. I was just like, hey, like, your vibe is cool, but you guys got to get another DJ. Like, it's not. And then they felt some type of way, and they replied back,
obviously they feel some type of way. They're probably friends with their DJ.
and they were like, if you think you can do better, send us a demo. And then I was just like, oh shit. And I obviously never touched the deck in my life.
You just record the radio station. You're like, this is what I can do.
And,
Welcome to 104.7. What was the slogan for 104.7?
it was Hot 105.
Hot 104.
Hot 104.
Hot
Or
104.7.
back in the day, Hot 105.
105.
Yeah, Hot 105.
Hot
bro.
105.
It's just
So this happens, bro. And then I come back to Fernando's house, and I was just like, bro, we gotta start DJing. I was like, we gotta like, you gotta teach me how to DJ, bro. I just talk shit at Red Brick. They called me out. I don't know how to play shit. Like, I gotta learn, you know. And one thing about me, bro, is that I can be driven by like pettiness, you know, especially at the time. Especially at the time, bro. I was like, all right, yeah, you know what? I think I will record a demo, you know.
Yeah.
And then Joel was we were always there. It was me, Joel, and Nando at the THC house at the time, and we would always just play gun game,
just
fucking Call of Duty.
2 guys playing gun game, 1 guy on deck. Rotate that shit.
And it was just, we only had 2 controls, so it's like
Yeah.
2 people were playing, and then one of us was playing background music, like on the DJ
nice.
disc,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, just to practice or
Yeah.
something? Yeah. Just to entertain the other person.
We were just smoking, playing gun game, DJing, and eventually we got really, really good on this Hercules deck. It was like super small,
It
bro,
was
like
broken.
super
broken
beginner.
back.
You know, we started fucking with it, and then Nando got like the Pioneer one, and then that's when we were just like, oh, fuck this, I don't want to be a DJ. Like, it's not fun no more.
It was
you know?
like weird to get on the Pioneer. We were so used to this fucking toy. We're like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like when you press it, it's like moo.
You were like,
yeah, bro. Yeah,
like that shit. That's what the roadcast
shit.
Yeah, real trap shit.
Damn,
Bangers.
son, where'd you find this?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Shit. Yeah, dude. And then we're like, fuck.
Hot 105.
Hot 105, Hot 104.7.
Yeah, do it. Gotta do like a deep voice. It's like Hot 104.7.
Oh, like eat the mic?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go, do it.
No, I can't do it.
You can do hot. You can
let me get half
105.
film,
Okay,
and then
okay.
you know.
Let me get halfway.
Let me
to
get 2 of these. I'll get fully domed.
Yeah, let me get once I get fully domed, then I'll start feeling
It's just-
froggy.
Listen, I want them to be a sponsor this season, but
It's only half dome.
Let me get
I
some-
want
let me
the
get some
whole
dome
No, this is a great one. Shout out to Amy at Tioga.
shout out to Mike at Tioga as
Oh,
well.
shit.
Damn.
And everybody, honestly.
Tioga-
you guys
Tioga
are
team.
awesome.
Cheers, guys.
Hey, cheers, boys. Duffy.
The ocean.
Can we all reach? Irvin, come on. There we go.
There we go. Now we're cheering.
All righty. I don't even know where we're at,
Oh, yeah,
honestly.
we're petty DJing. Set it up.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
bro. I decided to make everybody a DJ. They were just DJing for fun, and then we fell out, bro. Like, one thing about us during that time, we were like inconsistent. Well, at least like I was super inconsistent, and so was
It's so hard to be.
Nando. you know?
Yeah.
But Joel, bro, he always had this drive where he almost quit on us. Cause
I did. I did twice.
yeah, like he almost
Like he was like, hey, I'm the one that's like trying to do stuff. And
Like, I'm done doing logos. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
What are we doing? And I was like, I'm out. Like, if you guys aren't doing shit, I'm gonna work on my brand.
yeah, like on my
Yeah.
own, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, fuck.
And
we
then I was
gotta
like,
do something.
yeah, he's right, bro. Like, we should do something with this. Like, we're just doing it. It's the funny thing is, like, when you put something out, like, I mean, might as well just like, you know, I don't know, represent it. Like, go all in, you know, like,
Mhm.
fuck it. You already took that step of like showing it to the masses, showing it to the
Mhm.
people, right? Like, you must have had some sort of reason to do that.
Yeah.
And then Joel finally was like, he gave us this whole fucking speech about how he was like, nah, bro, if we don't do something, if we don't create, because I was already doing the interviews, we were pushing him out, but we were just like, nah.
Whenever you wanted to, not like
Yeah.
It was just like we're doing it. This is fun, but like
Yeah.
you're doing it as like a part-time job type of deal.
It was like, I'll get to it when I
when I get to it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then and when he hit us with that, we're like, all right, yeah, you know what, we should do that. And
That's why I started messaging people on Instagram saying you suck at DJing. Just kidding.
I'm gonna do something.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I will be a DJ. I got time for that.
Okay, but yeah.
I'm actually gonna bring 5.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got one?
I got 5 better
a
than
whole
I got
crew.
6 guys ready to fucking hop on right now.
We're about to space jam it on you. Right now. Jeez.
Yeah, and then we got into this by saying when did you really start getting into it within the past year?
Oh well, dude. Honestly, is so the thing about me and Earvin is that we just like we're a duo, but like sometimes when we're done, Earvin can record so much of me just like spray painting.
Yeah.
It just gets kind of like redundant.
Yeah, from all the
So
different
many angles.
projects and stuff like that too. Like you've done it for so long too, where it's like if I really need to put something together, no one's gonna know that this close up isn't from this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you have so much.
Like I don't have to record like nonstop.
So he brought the deck one time and we started DJing he started DJing while I was spray painting, and then I'm like, dude, we have a lot of friends in downtown that would be just down to have us.
Just a vibe,
Just a vibe. And we've been slowly just kind of wanting to hang out with people that we want to just DJ and hang out with, and they're happy to have us, and
Just a chill.
dope vibe. Get the whole team. Instead of the thing was, I think we were combating the fact that we're always in our studios working, and how can we change that environment? Like if we're doing the same thing, can we do it somewhere else comfortably?
Yeah.
That's kind of how it started going. And then we had Abel. He moved back from Seattle, and then obviously he's like huge on music. He's huge on music, and he just started vibing with us too with the DJ. He started DJing with us, and then we had our homie Rafa.
Yeah. When he came on too, right?
Yeah, and he just naturally, bro. Because one thing you guys have to like consider is that all these dudes have a background in music. Like Fernando, Joel, Rafa, like all of them were in
all
band.
We're band geeks, dude.
And I don't know
Band
how to read.
losers.
Nah.
Hey,
They were all
do my.
Yeah.
you went to the football games of Livingston to watch
It
the
was
band.
fucking sick. It was
Right?
pretty fucking sick.
And they all had background in music, and I didn't, bro. So I was over here doing shit that was like super like against the rules.
Unconventional.
It was like this.
Yeah. It was bad.
Ooh. That's equal to your transitions in video.
One thing about
What
me
else is like?
You're like, hey, Earvin, that transition
Like
to the song,
ass, bro.
What
Ass.
the fuck?
and it,
Cut that shit.
No, it was bad. It was bad. And whenever Nando would hit me with like, nah, G, that ain't it. It
You
would
like
kill
offended
me.
by it?
It would kill me, bro. I was just like, fuck, nothing's ever good enough for this guy.
Like, we did a montage.
When can I play a red brick?
And then, bro, like it's like they gave me so much like criticism where I was just like, I think I'm just gonna stop.
Were you constantly thinking back to the guy that you were like, hey man, you fucking suck?
Yeah, bro, I was just like spinning. I was spinning, bro. Like it was just like a message that I sent out,
Okay, it can't be.
Start
All,
DMing.
all the yarn goes back to you. You're like, no, it can't be me.
Hey, bro, I need you to DJ somewhere and pretend you're me.
Hey, bro, here you go, and it's like not connected. They're just, like, DJing for me.
No.
Joel's like, yeah, actually, this past year when we've been going out, we don't even let him act. We just have a track already playing, and we just let him go out there on top of
Oh,
it.
no, yeah, I mean,
It was bad, bro. It was bad, and then finally I started like learning, like understanding where I was just like, you know what, fuck, I don't care, bro. Like as long as it sounds good, it's good, Because like these guys have like music theory and all this shit. They're like, hey, they have like degrees in music.
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
Or what I'm doing is like, hey, what are you doing, bro? But then like you play it in a live crowd and people are just like vibing to it. People are just like having a good time. And then Fernando was just like, you know what, bro, you're right. Like as long as it sounds good, then, But by then I was already like understanding what they meant, like beat match, like fucking
Yeah, we're like, do you just,
like rhythm, like
beat
Earvin
match.
just beat match, dude. Like, I don't think he knows what he did. He's like, I think he played on an upbeat this time.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, hey, Earvin, do you know you just did this thing with triplets involved? And he's like, nah, bro, just, and then Selena, just,
Yeah.
Just hit blend.
he's like, save it with Selena, dude.
just full
but-
sends it.
Yeah.
And then we just started doing that, and
So
Abel came in.
when did it start picking up with this year? You know what I mean?
Fuck. Oh, I think our
What was
first,
your first? Yeah.
our first like startup gig with the team was at Joystiq. Right?
Yeah, because we were starting to get into house music,
Mm-hmm.
and then Joystiq gave us opportunity to like have their first house show there, and And yeah, we showed
Oh, that
up
was
there.
real. I mean, how recent was that? That was
That
like
was-
pretty
that was
recent.
like
years
6 months ago.
ago. That was the first gig that we ever did like as a group.
Because I remember
you know?
seeing that one, but at that point, I would just see you guys DJing. Though,
Yeah,
like,
we would
on
just-
your stories and
I
stuff
remember
like that.
I saw
know
you
what
guys
I mean?
in Partisan, I think, on Blackout Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one was fun too. Yeah,
But yeah, we ended up just what is it? It's just started off with like, well, I really like to encourage them to do something else because, like I said,
Mhm.
we're just doing this in someone's room. We're just doing this at the studio. We're doing this
Yeah.
in our backyard.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go out a little bit? You know, let's get a spot. First, we thought we can go into Joystiq on a day where it's closed and just have the vibes. You know,
Oh.
be next to the machines and just DJ there.
Yeah.
But Andy gave us a shot. He's like, I think we did Maker's Market on Bella Luna.
Yeah, yeah.
By Bree Wolf, and from there, Andy was like, "How do I get you guys in?" And we're just
yeah. Our like the first thing we wanted to do was like a vibe, like almost like I'd like to be more of a brunch DJ. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really trying to be like in front of like a crowd.
Yeah,
of people,
yeah.
Because I want to just chill, like
Yeah.
like have a drink and like just vibe out to stuff. And then
you
we started.
You guys also did a Mercado, right?
Yeah,
And you have your own
Mercado
little
was cool.
area
Mercado was
during
cool.
Mercado. Yeah.
In the alley. And it kind of just
I
started
like
going-
that though.
It was a
Like,
vibe, bro.
That's where I would want to be if I was at the Mercado. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
oh, that was fun.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That was a
Good.
good idea. Again, we were combining music,
Mm-hmm.
food, and art. We were doing
Yeah.
little
Full
video
circle.
too.
Yeah,
So
and
started
video.
coming back full circle.
Yeah.
Because we were just like we already did this at Lens 360, but now like we're
Doing
performing
it more with the community though.
And we want to
the
keep on
aspect of
doing
it.
that. We want to keep on inviting people to, if you're creative and you feel like you just need some accountability or for some people to be like, hey, go do that thing. Like we're those guys that are just always going to be like, well, what'd you do today? Because honestly, every day is hella cheesy. It's a day to create, it's fun to just be you. Don't forget to be you. We, like you said, we all wear a mask, but it's tough to really feel just vulnerable and being like, well, this is me 100%. I'm an artist 100%. I'm a videographer 100%. Like that's what we want to project.
Yeah, but we're not at the end of the day too. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. Oh no, yeah. Like you're a father.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
who
There's so
is-
many different. Yeah. No one's 100%.
There's sacrifices,
yeah.
bro.
yeah.
Sacrifice.
Damn, that's true, bro.
Sacrifice Sunday.
Like who is the
Oh, Saturday. too,
Micah,
but-
right? That's-
Yeah.
Who is Micah? Like if you take away the camera,
Oh yeah. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a brother's not sister. I was going to say that. This day and age.
Brother,
who
sister, mother,
knows?
father. I do it all.
I identify as all. No.
No,
But yeah, no. You're like Moose is my son. You know what I mean? Moose, my dog, right here. No, yeah, exactly. Like I'm a dude who does that's the thing. Like I love the community. I love the Central Valley, but like that's not who I am. And so that's the thing too. That's hard. You know what I mean? Is like people think like I'll like defend this place till like I die. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, like I get why people don't like it. You know what I mean? I get why people like it.
Yeah.
I get how people are indifferent about it. But regardless of those, like however everyone feels, I just think that there's good people here, and I want to help show those good people. But at the end of the day, it's like the podcast is mine and Duffy's full-time job that is our side hustle. You know what I mean?
Right,
While we
yeah.
still have full-time other jobs and like have to provide for my family and his family and everything else. Like, so that's why we're doing this podcast so much. Like we're looking at it differently. Like we're only doing like this season. This is our first episode of the season. Oh, it won't come out first, but it's the first episode that we're recording of the new season.
it might not
Season
come out at all.
Oh.
Dude, I've been on a couple podcasts and they don't release the episode. I'm like, hey, bro, I just fucking gave you like
Damn.
6-7 hours of my time. Like that's what I.
Damn.
I look
Hey,
at my
we're not gonna
time,
use it, bro.
Yeah, I look at my time more. Like the older you get, the more like
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
Yeah.
it's my time that you're paying for. It's not.
Yeah.
You know, it's I
I
have to
feel that, bro.
sit in front of the computer for 7 hours and edit this.
Do
You know
you
what I
think it's
mean?
because like we're getting older and we're
Yeah,
just like
for
not,
sure.
not having it?
For sure. Get off my lawn, kids.
No, because I feel that way
Man,
too.
thank
Like why was I 20 something? Like just being like, yeah, you want a mural? $500.
Yeah.
But that makes sense. Then you're
Hungry.
also learning.
Hungry.
You're also
trying to take
learning
off.
and
I'm like,
figuring it out.
yeah.
You also can't come into the doing one mural and be like, pay me $1,500 for this next mural. In the sense of like, you kind of need to like learn for yourself. Like
Yeah.
same thing with video. It's like people ask me, "Can you do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I could do that," and I'm like, It's the first time I'm going to do this. Let's figure this out. You know what I mean?
That imposter syndrome. kind of thing,
always have it every time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like, because me, like Earvin, you're like a solo filmmaker, right? Like, you know, you do a lot of stuff by yourself like me. But like, I feel like if I was around like a film production crew, I would feel like I would be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know anything. You know what I mean? That's just like how you feel.
Yeah, that's true. Like a lot of our stuff is like self talk.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
we don't even want to fuck with storyboards. We're just like, yeah, you know what? It's
That's
just
funny that you mentioned
all
that, bro. We went on this like side venture after Lens 360.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the gap between Lens 360 to Third Hour kind of thing, right? And like during that time, this one guy hit me up and he was just like, hey, we want you to do videos. We're gonna start a company. We want you to do videos. And then I was like, all right, cool. Like I want this much, right? Because I already kind of like had my value at the time and I knew what I wanted and all that stuff. And then they were like, yeah, we're looking for a graphic designer. And I was like, I got the guy for you.
Yeah.
We're like, fuck.
And I brought him in, you know?
Yeah.
I brought him in.
You won't believe this guy went to Italy.
That pitch, bro.
Yeah.
That pitch.
Like, you need this guy.
bruv.
And he came on board. And then that's when I met actually Charlie. He goes by Indica Films.
Indica, yeah.
I met him there.
Shout out to you, Charlie.
Yeah, shout out to Charlie,
shout out.
bro. He's like, so we started out at the time where obviously like videography was happening, but this was like the transition from like more easier, like I guess type of content, you know? And fucking Charlie, Indica Films, bro, he was making bangers, like music video wise.
Yeah, he's real good at music.
He was
videos.
he was solid, bro. He was like doing it for the Valley. Like I fuck with him. So when I met him for the first time, do
You hear that? Sorry, real quick. We talk again on yours?
Check.
Check. It's yours.
Check.
You want to get the other mic or is it the cord?
I don't know if it's the cord or if I'm picking up this, but it's fine.
Oh, okay.
No, we're good.
In post.
You're good.
Okay, we're good.
Sorry. I met him there. I saw him there and I was like, oh shit, that's Indica Films. That was the first time I met him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we assembled this sort of team, right? It was like me, Charlie, fucking Hoel.
Mm-hmm.
And then they assembled this type of team, bro. And that was the first time that I actually worked with the crew,
Mm-hmm.
you know, where I didn't know like treatments. you
Yeah.
know, like for videos. I didn't know any of that stuff. Like I had an editor, the homie Jay with Indica Films. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was the first time that I went to go shoot. And then I gave it to him and he edited it. And I was just like, oh, this is sick. And then Hoel was doing the graphics and everything. So it was just like the first time where I was like, damn, dude, if I had a team like this.
I wish I had an editor, honestly. I know, but I also understand why editors would want so much money if they're good at it because fucking
That's the time killer, bro.
yeah.
That's the time killer right there. And yeah, bro, I feel it. Like as you get older, you start valuing time.
Mm-hmm.
You start being like, I can do this, but do I want to do it? You know?
Mhm.
And then when you get to a certain point, like you can start picking and choosing. Because we went through that stage where like we were hungry, we were taking anything that we could get. And then you start realizing like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do this. You know, I don't have to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I think with that.
No, I agree. You guys, I'm having a good time. I'm feeling this
Oh, yeah,
one beer.
I'm feeling it like all right.
Are
here.
you?
Yeah.
Like straight forehead?
Even though it's
Straight
only
dome?
half, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, this half dome might have got me full dome. Oh,
Damn.
No, it is crazy. You know, going into like getting older. I mean, I'm 21.
Wait, what?
I went
when I
full
was
dome.
21, I went to Italy.
Oh, this guy.
I went full dome now. Cut in half. No, I'm 31 now, and it's one of those things where I'm like, I can't. Like, what is it? You know, you're getting older. You're doing these gigs, and you've already like, you know, you made a name for yourself. Right?
Yeah.
People know your work,
Mm-hmm.
but yet, you know, you still have those people like exposure.
Yeah, and but
Yeah, bro.
Like,
and I
There's a
do
fine line?
understand. Yeah, there's a fine line because I do understand if like I'm like new to video,
Yeah.
and someone's like, "Hey, like I'll let you do this stuff." I'm like, "Okay, that'd be good for my portfolio."
Yeah.
But when you're like, honestly, like where we're at, it's like, "Hey, I don't care." But like, yeah, maybe if it was exposure, if it was like Nike hitting me up, I'm like, "Yeah,
Right,
let's
like,
do
yeah,
it."
no,
Like, you know,
yeah.
some massive brand. But if it's like something local, it's like I'm down to like maybe do something with you, but not like payment for if someone hits you up.
Yeah.
If someone hits you up and they
You want, like, a
try to
whole
do
movie.
exposure for payment, I'm like, hey, that's not
Yeah, no.
what we're
I
doing
mean,
here.
We definitely choose like who we really want to work with, and I think that's a good part about, you know, having that experience and having that.
Oh yeah, I'll help
portfolio.
out people that
Deserve it.
yeah, exactly. Somebody who has a business and like they say like, you know, they're like, oh, my budget's only like $500 for like
Yeah,
anything. You know
like,
what I
we can do
mean?
something.
I'd be like, hey, I like you, what you're trying to do. I'm willing to do it for that. And then other people hit you up and it's like, yeah, I might have charged somebody else $1,500 for this, but it's like, that's because that is what it's worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it's worth, but I also, somebody else who's trying to have impact in the community or impact on their business who like needs help, I'm also going to sympathize with that person because I've been that person for a long time.
Yeah. No, 100%, bro. And you kind of forget, I feel like as like creators, you kind of forget like what your video, your mural, what it does for somebody. Because when you make something for the first time for them, and then they're just like, the way they react to it, it's like, oh damn, like this really helped me out. Like this really helped my business. This really helped like discover new people. And you kind of like not necessarily take it for granted, but you do it so many times that it's just like this has like a really big impact on somebody. Like
I definitely see that a lot. You know, like where there's the people that are like, you know, you're like, this was a gift, you know, and I did it for this price, and I'm so happy for you. And then there's the people that like just definitely were like, yes, like I took advantage and like I literally got this cheap price or whatever. But the ones that like, you know, really did appreciate it, they every time they see you, it's nothing but good vibes, great company.
Oh yeah. And it's like, I feel like you can definitely like when you're vibing with somebody, like that's like the best, you know what I mean? Like in the sense of like, when you're homies and you're doing stuff, like the guy who's coming on the podcast next, or was before you guys in the order of this release, like he hit me up to do a video project, and he was basically like, hey, like I didn't even understand it, but he was like, hey, I need like a highlight video. I'm gonna go shoot a gun in Reno because I have to go there because that's where it's legal. Like, would you film like a highlight reel for it? I'm like what do you mean? Like, and he's just like kind of explains it, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I would charge like $1,500. I was like, I think he's not gonna pay it. That's what I figured. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then he was like, oh yeah, no problem, man. I was like, oh okay. And then I tell them like 2 days before I went, or the day before I went, I'm like, yeah, I'm going like tomorrow, or in 2 days I'm going to like Reno. This guy has like a whole bunch of machine guns. He's gonna go shoot them. And they're like, wait, you're going over state lines with the guy you don't know.
You don't even know.
And you don't even know what you're really doing. And I was like, yeah, I mean, when you say that sounds like pretty bad. And I called the guy, but he like made a drum magazine. He designed one that shoots like 120 rounds in like 10 seconds.
Fuck.
Tommy?
It looks like a Tommy gun thingy.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Damn.
But like, and then I go home to my wife and I tell her that, and she's like, "Oh man, that is kind of." But I find out all that stuff, and I'm like, "You want to go with me?" And my mom was like, "Oh great, invite your wife. Now both you guys are gonna die."
Damn.
This is how.
But that guy is also like one of my good buddies now. We've done videos for him, and he does. He's like machining, so he makes stuff out of metal and stuff like that. And we started a YouTube series. Like I started videotaping one. And like, dude, one of his videos blew up to like 30,000 views, which on YouTube is fucking
that's
beyond me.
That's
you know what I mean? And he has like already has 1,000 subscribers. Like within like we posted
a short time
5 videos. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And so it's so cool. Like
it's cool to be a part of the growth.
Yeah, and like a company like reached out who like he uses their software, and now they're paying me to make YouTube videos for him.
Oh, that's sick.
You know what I mean? And like he was telling me all this, and I was like, oh, we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Because I didn't really understand it. Now, like it's like you're saying, every client you have, you're like almost immersed in their field. You know what I mean? You have to learn it. Like I do a lot of stuff for this. Aesthetic Labs is this place that does like Botox, like IVs, and a whole bunch of like medical type stuff, but that's not a medical grade. You know, I mean, it's medical grade, but it's not.
They're like nurse practitioners.
Nurse practitioner, but not insurance covered. You know what I mean? It's like
market type of stuff?
No aesthetics, like
like lift.
Yeah, exactly. Botox and stuff like that. But like, I've been doing so much work for them that I'm like actually know like these brands and all this stuff. So it's so funny that when, like all these other fields that you do,
kind of just start getting enriched in that culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, excuse me.
Oh, you had a burp?
Yeah, I did.
You know what? I think that's a good place. I gotta go urinate.
Rise and shine with Inland Roasters, a family-owned and operated coffee roastery located in the heart of the Central Valley. Each cup of Inland Roasters coffee begins with sourcing the finest beans. From there, brothers Brant and Reed take their time cultivating the perfect roast profile, turning the otherwise ordinary daily coffee ritual into an extraordinary experience. Because everyone deserves a better cup of coffee. Feel free to visit them at the Turlock Certified Farmers Market every Saturday, where you can also purchase their coffee in person. Find them online at inlandroasters.com. Once again, inlandroasters.com, and follow them on Instagram at inland_roasters. Once again, that's at inland_roasters. And make sure to use code CVP10 and receive 10% off your first order. Imagine stepping into a warm and inviting atmosphere where every corner exudes elegance, every sip of cocktail delights the senses, and the aroma tells a story of culinary craftsmanship. Welcome to Bella Luna, an enchanting Italian fine dining oasis nestled in the heart of downtown Merced. Whether you're seeking an intimate dinner for two or a vibrant gathering for friends, Bella Luna promises an evening of indulgence and connection with exceptional hospitality that elevates your experience. Get ready to tap into the Central Valley's craft brew scene with Blaker Brewing, located in Atwater and Ceres. Beyond just brewing delicious beers, they're known for hosting epic events that unite the entire community together. From irresistible flavors of their brews to the lively atmosphere, every visit to Blaker Brewing is an adventure. And keep your calendars marked for their upcoming events, including Jacked Up Country Music Festival on 420 with Ben Gallagher, Summer Smash on June 1st for a foodie's dream to come true, the iconic 4th of July celebration with the Valley's best fireworks show, the Deja Brew EDM Festival on August 23rd, and the legendary Blaketoberfest on October 5th. It's time to raise a glass and join them for the fun at Blaker Brewing. Looking to take your ag business to the next level? Well, look no further than IMMIG Construction, the ag commercial construction experts. Based in Atwater, California, IMMIG specializes in tailored solutions for all ag construction needs. Whether they're dairy farmers, ranchers, or agribusiness owners, the team is dedicated to bringing their clients' vision to life. From innovative milking parlors to durable steel buildings, IMMIG has over 18 years of expertise to ensure the project's success. With quality craftsmanship, timely execution, and a deep understanding of the Central Valley's agriculture, they're the trusted partners for growth. Reach out to IMMIG Construction today at 209-724-9488. Once again, that's 209-724-9488, or visit their website, immigconstruction.com.
Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome to THE.
Yeah, it's your boy representing.
This is the new THE
welcome to the
set.
welcome to the first episode of the Honor Club.
The Honor Club. With your guest, Micah Diele.
So, Micah, why don't you please tell us about the process that you have to go through to edit? Maybe what do you think about when you're putting together a story and being here in the 209?
No,
take
but
over.
We learn more about you.
Yeah,
just
you learn
like
more about me. You know what I
So
mean?
your upbringing, you said it played a
critical role.
did it play a
And what trauma did you say you had?
what happened in
It
summer
becomes like a therapy session. No, but so I think we should talk about so when you create art in the Central Valley, I feel like you get like a lot of love on your stuff, but I also feel like for every single post, no matter what what it's about, at least for me, not recently, just in general, there's always somebody that doesn't like the town or doesn't like the area. That's always just I'll post a photo of the theater and someone's like, this place sucks. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I didn't even say anything about anything. You know what I mean? Why do you think that is kind of just has been, at least? It seems like it's changing, but why do you think that has been in the Central Valley?
Well, I think it's we feel like this is home, but we just go to our actual home. People that feel more proud about Central Valley downtowns, it's because they're immersed in it. They're going weekly. They're hanging out downtown, so they feel that importance of we got to give back if we want to see something good in here.
And community, kind of.
Yeah. So, and a lot of people that are just it's just, sorry, they have that 9 to 5 and they're tired. They go home and all they want to do is just say well, I don't do this, I don't do that. Whatever. I don't go there. I've been there once when I was a kid. Boring. So
You think I'm gonna go to Kittyland again? Okay.
Yosemite? What is that? Okay.
No, I think that's true, bro.
I believe it's Yosemite.
It's actually Yosemite.
Yosemite.
Yes,
Yosemite.
it definitely knows. But I think that's good though. I think when you talk about that, art is subjective. So as long as you make anyone feel anything, for him to actually comment on your picture, that probably made him feel something. And at the end of the day,
that guy is just Earvin commenting that you suck at DJing.
The theater again?
This is a video.
All this guy does
How
is
many
repost
times
the
are you gonna take this picture of the goddamn theater?
Oh, now it's on the reflection?
Oh, look at me, Merced Tower.
You know, I'm like, thank God it's raining. I got some fucking different angle over
reflection
here.
shots.
Dude, reflection shots are so easy though.
As a photographer, we kind of have this what is it? Not a stigma, but it's we love old shit,
Yeah.
We love old buildings or this architect, and when you start doing film photography, it's you take so many pictures of
I've been
cars.
wanting to get into that
Because I'm actually,
fun, bro.
I'm going to New York coming up. I want to like take a film camera and just capture
bro,
some
if
shit.
you need one, like, you can borrow one of the film cameras.
Yeah,
and
dude, that'd be dope.
Load it up with film.
Yeah.
I feel like we do that often, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when you kind of like try to interpret it to an audience, if you make anyone feel anything, I think that's like a huge like success. Like, all right, cool. Like they felt something, whether good or bad. But I think it's more like when you don't get a reaction, where it's like, okay, maybe, like.
Dude, like, have you ever gave a client a stuff and like there's the stuff and you're like, let me know what you think, and they just don't respond, and I'm like I always feel so awkward in
Bro,
situations. Like
I spent hours on this.
Yeah. Like if you want to change or something, like let me, like, you know what I mean? Like you kind of just want feedback, even if it's good or bad. Like it's the when people like don't respond at all, I'm like,
Exactly.
what? Like, you know what I mean? Or you do work for people and they don't post it and they're like, oh no, I loved it. I'm like, what?
Like, really? Oh, did you? Because it's not on your profile.
You
Why do you want me to
goddamn.
record? Why am I here? Or it's, I give it a Joel, then Joel just like, I like it, but you're just showing too much of my ass. Like,
It's like you're really in there all the time. And, what's going on here? What's going on in this footage? And it's just like,
It's only my backside.
he's
Man.
like, I'm just transitioning to the next.
it's like,
scene.
no, you don't get it. Just wait.
It's
wait.
like
I'm gonna do a 360.
Yeah. I'm gonna edit this in PowerPoint.
Fuck. But one thing though that I do applaud you for, bro,
Mhm.
is that when you're creating and you're making all these things, is that I think people forget how vulnerable you can be when you post out a video, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you have to watch it, you have to edit it, and you're posting it up,
Mm-hmm.
and people can take that some type of way, right? People can love it, people can hate it, but I think what's like admirable about what you do is that you're gonna just fucking go through with it. You're gonna go through with it, and it creates this type of thing where it's like, this is you. This is who like Micah
Yeah.
is. Like this is who I am, and you're just like going forward with it. Because oftentimes, bro, whenever I do shit, like I think about it. Like I hesitate.
Yeah, I used to
know
always
what I
be
mean?
scared of like what my immediate friends would think. Like in a way, like I used to always like that used to hold me back in the sense of like you don't want your friends to make fun of you.
Yeah.
You know, if you try to do something, and I get guy friend groups should still do that. You know what I mean? Like it's not that I don't think that, but it's just like you get to a certain age, and I think it was like 25 for me, where it's like, oh, like you gotta like do what you want to do. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And so, yeah, because like when I was 25, 26, when I picked up a camera, and it was just when I was just like, and I wasn't always like this, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just throw myself into uncomfortable situations, and it's fight or flight, sink or swim. And so that's kind of like how the podcast and everything else got
Yeah.
born, was just through that. Because like, I went to school for I graduated in 2018 from ASU. I graduated high school in 2011. You know what I mean? Like I fucking took my sweet ass time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have my doctorate. You know, I have a bachelor's degree in educational studies. And when I finally graduated, I was like, wait, what do I actually want to do? Because
Yeah.
for the whole time of college, I was just doing what I thought like people wanted to hear. Like,
The
I wanna
American
be,
dream.
yeah, I'm gonna go be a teacher. I'm gonna go to school. Like, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
do that. And so it wasn't until then I was like, wait, what do like you're saying, like what do I want? That's kind of like
Yeah.
when that happened. And I was like, well, I've always been interested in photography. Like me and my buddy, we used to do weekly videos for like 12 weeks in high school. So like we were like really inspired by like
dope.
Lonely Island and stuff like
Oh,
that.
Oh, right.
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
made a video every single week for like 12 weeks. And it was just like me and him were like arguing at the end of it. Some weeks were so bad. Like we made up a song about aliens one week, and like we literally were like, hey, it was a bad week. This is all we got. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was just like I remember like loving that. And then Jimmy was doing photography, videography, and I kind of was just like came to him with a video idea, and then since then, in 2019, just been like double downing on it.
Yeah.
But I really didn't think, because I think 2022 was when I went full time doing it.
Yeah. When you
And-
went full dome.
When I went full dome, yeah. But 2022 was the first time that I went full time doing it, and since then the ball's just been rolling.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's probably how you feel. Like when I get jobs, I'm like sometimes I'm just like I don't even know how I'm getting these jobs. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
where we both don't post our like we post some stuff that's kind
But
of
we
like
don't post
higher
like
res,
everything.
but we don't. Yeah, exactly. We're doing a
yeah.
lot of video projects, and it's just like word of mouth. And that's what's cool about being in a small town is like
I think so too. Yeah.
I've been able to word of mouth and just being in the right place at the right time. And that's what the coolest part is, when you meet a client and you're just like you're already
just
vibing.
vibing.
Yeah,
Yeah, having a
exactly.
good
And they're
time.
like, oh, I actually need somebody.
It feels fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Because I feel like so right now, like we were talking about earlier, the whole creator boom.
Mm-hmm.
It's like now anybody can shoot a video. Everybody has a camera. A lot of the cameras on their phone have really good quality. iPhone, Samsung, like you can shoot really quality stuff on that. And I feel like we're kind of getting that we're coming back now where it's like when TikTok came out, we had this whole boom of just like authentic, natural videos that were like, you know, it could be anything and people were just popping off, right? But I feel like now we're coming back full circle. It's like I kind of want more. I want more like depth, you know, like I want more than just like
the authenticity thing.
Yeah.
It comes back again. Like, so that's all I was adding. I'm sorry. I was just like, you're like, I was like, oh, sorry. That's all I got.
Authenticity. That's
About
the
as
word of the
authentic
day
as it
today.
gets.
Authenticity
and full dome.
Italy.
I
got you. I got you, Joel.
Thank you.
But it's like why you got to start asking yourself like why am I doing this?
Yeah.
You know,
no,
like,
exactly. You got to have purpose, basically.
Yeah.
And the thing with the podcast, though, is like I love doing the podcast, but it doesn't allow me to like I can show my filmmaker aspect in the ways that I can, you know what I mean? But it's like I want to go and highlight like people like how you highlight people, and I want to go highlight businesses like that, and I can't do that and also like do the podcast in the sense of like they're both time consuming, you know what I mean? And I can barely do like other little videos. I mean, it's all about getting better with time and stuff like that. Like so the older we get, the more we realize time is the thing. Bro. It's like, oh fuck, you actually I'm in charge of the time, so I got to be the reason why I'm not having time. You know what I mean?
No, dude, 100%. Because like when I'm out in the field trying to capture like a story or trying to capture that person, it does take like a good amount of time, and then you have to go home and edit. You have to go home and edit, and then and then the thing with like social media is like now you got to bring that down to a minute. Yeah, I feel like people forget like, bro, we got hours of footage, and we're sitting in front of the screen like compressing that to a minute. Maybe even 30 seconds, you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you got to be pretty picky with your time.
Yeah, looking at algorithms, seeing when people actually stop looking.
Or dude, isn't it crazy on like Reels? It'll show you like how many hours people spend on that.
Yeah.
And, like some of mine are like some of the like ones that went viral are like ridiculous. Where I'm like, that doesn't even seem like
it's
real.
Wild when you think about it,
yeah. I'm like, what do you mean, like?
And that kind of stuff can really like fuck with you.
Yeah, you're like, what?
Yeah,
it kind of fucks with you, bro, because you're like, whoa, they stopped watching when this person came on screen. Like, oh shit, okay, all right, let me think about it. And you start thinking about it like in a strategic way. We're like, damn, all right, I gotta start doing this now.
Yeah,
all right, we gotta not invite that person back.
Like, oh shit, this is it. This is the first and last video.
This might be my last time on camera. I don't know.
This guy's never gonna be on camera again.
Oh damn,
like,
Duffy, we need more.
Where he's gonna have a
more Duffy
camera.
We need more Duffy time.
Duffy cam.
Duffy cam.
The Duffy cam is
the
like
Duff cam.
Perspective through Duffy.
It's like it's one of the bikes, the Duffy. Like
Yeah.
That's funny. Well, the thing about the Central Valley though is like, I feel like they're all, like, because like the Central Valley podcast, I made my name that like. It's a hard group to represent.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like half the time, people are like, yeah, fuck yeah, like I like what you're doing. And other times, people are like, why the fuck? Like they just, it's either
how do you feel?
So negative or so positive.
They're like, you don't know.
How do you feel? Yeah, how do you feel about that, bro? Like, because
you put a heavy name on.
Yeah, exactly. I try to represent them, and then people are like, we don't want to be fucking represented. I was like, well, like other people do, and like also, I don't know. Like,
they're like, why don't you talk about the drug epidemic?
Yeah, everyone's like, why don't you talk about like people are
and
dying in the streets, the corrupt politicians, blah blah blah. And it's like, why don't I do that? Because I don't want to, dude. Right. That's what the fucking news is for. Like, why would I talk about that?
Talk about Gina's
I literally talk about my interests and people I like.
Damn.
But the more I do the podcast, the more I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, I need to do it for me. Like at the end of the, like, or me and Duffy. But like at the end of the day, it's like it's cool representing the community, but let's have on people that we want to talk to, because we've had conversations with people that it's maybe that we have a good conversation and stuff like that, but it's like the vibes with you guys is like you are appreciating what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And sometimes people are like I've had people who like
taking advantage of it.
Or no, it's like they won't even fucking share it. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking blow out my fucking brains right now if you don't share this post.
Duffy, zoom in. Get the slow-mo cam out.
I'll fucking do it.
120 frame rate. I need it.
Stone's about to be half.
I get the GoPro.
Talk about half dome so much, I'm gonna become half a dome.
Fuck. Damn.
Yeah, dude.
No, that's true. Yeah.
It's just.
You know what I mean, though? It just like,
to me, it's just like, if I'm going to go out of my way, dude, like me and Duffy tell people like, hey, it takes like 30, 40 hours for us to edit one podcast episode. And they're like, no, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, no, yeah, it does. Like,
Yeah.
it's the 3 to
It's
5
clips.
hours that we're with the guest itself. Then it's recording the promo. Then it's editing it, editing the podcast,
Yeah,
doing the
bro.
sound, like all this stuff. Then like each promo takes a few hours itself, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, to get it out. So it's just like, it's so much time that like,
No, I get it, bro.
I've gotten to the point where I'm like, hey, I just want to have people who like
yeah.
appreciate what I'm just like, or like, hey, like we like what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I used to have people like, when I was starting out, I was reaching out to random people, you know what I mean? And then I get them on, I'm like wondering why we're not vibing or, you know.
Damn.
Yeah, no.
Damn.
No, and it's good to see. Well, you're gonna be looking at these past experiences and being like, "Damn, dude, like we grew, they grew,"
Yeah.
and it's great to see that.
Yeah.
I'm excited to
Exactly.
see what's down the road for you guys in 5 years. Like,
Hey, we got to collab in some way.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know,
I know, bro.
what,
I've been trying to
I'm
think
trying
about
to
it.
think like, because I don't necessarily want to like,
We don't
We're-
have to be serious.
yeah, exactly. We don't have to be serious at all. And like, but just doing some collaborative thing, like we don't have to do like a podcast or, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, just collaborate doing something
I want to do
like an event or something.
we kind of did already. We did the Mercado, didn't we? I mean, what is it? The Hispanic
Oh, chamber. Yeah.
No, the Hispanic heritage.
Heritage. Yeah.
Where it's like you guys were out there, and then we had a little.
No, I was just me. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that was
I wasn't there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just Mika.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a good time too, man. Cause like I remember I was approaching Mika and I was just telling him about like, cause for a good minute, bro, I was going through some shit and I was just like,
You were telling me some
I was
stuff.
going through some shit and I just told Mika like, hey man, like whatever I was like putting out during that time, like like sorry for how I can, cause you know what's funny, bro, is like whenever I say certain things, I come from a place where it's just like, this is what I'm feeling and this is how like I'm gonna express it.
Mm-hmm.
And like you mentioned earlier about authenticity, you know, like I don't like to put on a face or I don't like to like, play a role,
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw you, I was just like, you know what, let me tell Mika, like I know I felt like I was kind of like, what's the word? Like not appreciating some of the stuff that you were doing. So I'm glad like we kind of had a talk and we're like, I had to just like tell you how I felt.
Well, I think
you know?
it's just people when like they do the same thing. So if we both
Yeah.
do videography, we both do photography. I think when you first and when it was like when it was first becoming, or we were both coming like kind of doing it, but in the beginning, you almost look at everybody as your competition, and then
Yeah.
once you actually get into like your own flow, your own
Yeah,
rhythm,
exactly.
roll, you're like, oh, like dude, there's like.
There's
You
room for
want
everybody.
more videographers, you want more photographers,
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? You want more people. And I think it was just the growing process of like,
Yeah, I think
because
so too.
when we first met up, it was like me and Jimmy were trying to do like a media thing at the time, and you guys were trying to do it at the time, and
Yeah.
neither of us had an idea of what we really wanted
we
to
were just
do. You know what I
going-
mean? So,
yeah.
but that's why it's so cool that coming back like literally like
Full circle, bro.
4
Yeah.
years later, you know
We'd
what
be like,
I
did
mean?
you see what they posted right now? Like, damn it, we slept on it.
Because it was like, yeah, it was a different time, bro. It was a
Yeah,
different time.
yeah,
and
exactly.
It comes with age too, where you just start growing. You're just like, nah.
You want everybody to succeed. You want everybody
Yeah.
to, you know what I mean? There's plenty of
Everybody can eat.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And that's
There's room at the top for everybody.
That's what I like to see a lot. And talking about the fact that like there was this competition kind of thing. I think when I started coming to Merced, because I was doing murals in Sherlock, Livingston, I had a group of artists that created a
Oh yeah.
team to
Mhm.
Combat him.
me in like gigs.
Oh, like bidding against you.
Yeah, they're just like,
basically?
who the fuck is this guy?
artist?
It's like, why are they charging like nothing? Like, because
yeah.
I didn't know shit about murals. I just did paintings on canvas.
Because you're screwing over everybody else's.
Yeah. And they're just
yeah.
fuck this guy. We need to fucking.
But when you're
Yeah.
first starting out, you don't know either. Though.
no,
That's
yeah,
the thing.
that's the
Like,
thing.
you're
So
hungry.
like, they actually, sat me down, and I felt like like a fucking light on me. And I was like, oh shit, getting
Yeah.
interrogated. Like, you know what you're doing? Huh? It's just like,
Fucking
no.
us over, kid.
Fucking up our lifestyle here.
And then it's just like after that, I was like, oh shit, wait, what? I was like, the mural game is heavy, and I was like, okay, cool. And then from there, it's just like we all became besties.
When
And
did you meet Patty?
Patty? She was in that circle, bro.
Oh,
in that
Patty was
circle,
like
bro.
sat you down. Was like,
She was like,
listen here.
Patty was like,
listen,
look,
listen, dude.
listen here, bitch.
They call me Creepy Kawaii on the streets. Okay, you're like, what? Creepy Kawaii? What?
No, it's I met Patty through, doing murals. Also, first in Livingston when we got commissioned to do one together. After that, I was getting introduced to like what she actually brings from Merced.
Dude, yeah. So I met Patty in 2021 or 2022.
Wow, yeah.
2022, I think. And like, she just was like, I don't know
I didn't even know what our first thing was. Oh, she won. I was doing a giveaway thingy, and she won something.
Oh, cool.
And I went to drop it off, and then that's when I first time I came to her store, and she was telling me what she does. I was like, oh, really? I had no idea you did any of this. I thought I was just dropping off this gift to somebody. You know what I mean?
She's literally like has a lot of knowledge, especially like being a strong female artist and also just an entrepreneur.
And dude, like talk about like me and you. We spotlight artists, but Patty freaking spotlights artists. Like she's doing monthly, multiple things. Multiple people, you know what I mean? Yeah, she got my artwork into the Tioga, into like that one of those rooms or whatever.
Yeah,
and it was cool because you know what I mean. It's like I bought. It cost me what I got paid for getting all the photos and frames and everything. You know what I mean by that time. Yeah. But it was still cool that like people like were like, you just had my artwork up. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, she's an OG.
Definitely taking notes because I'm just like she's like the godmother of like artists here.
You know, that's a good name for her.
And like I want to be the fucking godfather. Like I just want to like, hey, what's up? You know, like let me help you out, eh? What? Sorry.
You just want to go back to Italy, don't you?
Working his way.
I'm done.
Working his way to it.
I walk out. We need that clip. Just storm out right now. Just take off your headphones and go. I'm fucking done.
PowerPoint me just floating up.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. A little cutout.
Like a little
you don't understand. We don't know what PowerPoint means.
I got you guys. I do it myself.
Sound.
No, but you know, just like meeting the creatives like that and the artists that were like, oh damn, like there's competition out there.
Yeah.
But then we ended up like, networking, connecting, doing gigs together and feeling like, there is power in numbers, especially like, how Earvin was saying, if we had a team that would do A, B, or C, a lot of our tasks would just be like,
streamlined, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be like an operation, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
when business management type stuff.
When you start seeing like, you don't necessarily have competition, but more like, it's more like oftentimes people are going to look for representation. You know, like this guy represents what I'm about. This dude represents what I'm about. And when you have that in the same town or in like, you know what I mean? It kind of creates a movement where it's just like, okay, cool. Like they're holding it down. They're doing it. So it just makes way to like just streamline like the movement, the wave, right? Because we could have just been done, bro. Like Merced didn't have to have an art scene.
Yeah.
You know, like Merced could have just been done with his mural or Patty's mural. But you kind of need that. You kind of need these wave of artists to be like, okay, this is going to keep going. Like we're more than just, they call it the gateway to Yosemite, right? Merced's more than that. Like we are a hub. Like, we're more than agriculture. We are culture. Like, this is what you have here.
Preach, go.
Like this is, you know what I mean? Like
agriculture.
Yeah. Take out the AG, bro. We're more than that.
But we are that.
We are that. We are that. 10 toes down. We're 209, bro. Like this is more than just like a number. Like this is who we are. And whenever we go to different places, it's like, I'm not shy away to like represent it. You're not shy away to represent it.
No way, yeah.
You carry that, bro. You carry that weight. Like we carry that weight with us. And it's like, at least there is opportunity, right? People are going to the Bay, to LA, nothing against them. But
but the people think you could have only been a creative out there. And it was like that for a long time.
Exactly.
It was for sure like that. Yeah, exactly. But now, that's what 2020 showed me. That's what the pandemic showed me. It was like, oh shit, like, you can do anything anywhere.
Anything, bro.
And how many people moved back, like home and stuff like that during the pandemic, and just like how it was a lot more chill around here than other bigger cities and stuff like that too. Like, you know what I mean? It just like made you appreciate like, oh, we have a small city, but at the same time, at the end of the day, we have everything that a bigger city has. Like we're the medium size, we have a UC. Like,
the one thing, bro, that I kind of like have to fight with myself is like, we're over here creating the 209 and like glorifying it and making it look cool, for the most part. But we're also responsible for like certain traffic coming in here, right? We're responsible for like certain people coming here and buying houses back in the state. And unfortunately that can have like an effect on like, people that have been living here. Where it's like, oh shit, I can't live here anymore. Or, oh shit, I can't even afford a spot downtown.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So it's like everything that we do, there's like ripples, there's impact. And I feel like when you get to like bigger numbers, like it could definitely be like, I don't know, you can feel it. You can feel it, and that's something that you have to like consider.
No, for sure. Because as I've grown as an artist, and then as the Central Valley podcast like platform has grown too, it's like that's the thing. Like I realize I'm like I don't want to have the responsibility because at the end of the day, I'm like, no, it's just my podcast. I'm doing whatever.
It's your thing, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It is my thing, but then
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like, okay, like
I
have
What's Central Valley doing in New York right now?
yeah, shit.
What does that have to do with me?
Like, hey,
yeah, exactly. But at the same time, it's like I don't want to
Central Valley,
separate.
what?
Yeah, I don't want to separate all my. And that's the thing too. It's like, am I like, what if I want to move one day? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, I love it, but like, I'm not saying I'm gonna be here forever, and I'm not saying I'm gonna move. I don't have any plans either. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like I want it to be more of like it's like where I'm from and represent that area. You know what I mean? But at the same time, do what I want to do, and it's just finding that middle ground. You know, because now I'm like, now I'm a father. Like, I don't mind posting my daughter like on my Instagram, but like, I also don't want to fill up Central Valley Podcast's Instagram with photos of my daughter.
Like a highlight.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, this is my
daily vlog.
My girl. No, but you know what I mean? So it's just like those are like the internal things as creators that I feel like, you know, it's like that stuff, and then balancing everything is when you want to, we get into it because you want to paint murals, you want to do art, you get into it, you want to do video, you want to do photos, and then it's like you get into it and you're like, oh, there's all these other factors like like business stuff, you know what I mean? Promoting yourself, like all these things that you don't think about that take up time, like doing your taxes, keeping everything in shape, you know, all these other things that it's just like, you don't think about till you're in there. And then like, that's what caused creator burnout for me was like, 2 years ago, like I was just like, like at end of the year, I was just like so burnt out and just kind of like sad, you know, like seasonal depression.
Yeah. You kind of run through it, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like
because you kind of just burn out on making content, you know?
You kind of put yourself to the side.
Mm-hmm.
You're just thinking about like what's in front of you and you're working on whatever they have. And then you forget like, oh shit, like what have I been doing?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I wanted to been taking like, I'll take like 6 months off from the podcast because it's like, hey, I need to like do other stuff besides the podcast.
Yeah.
Like it's fun, free time. I gain a lot from it. I gain a lot from these conversations, but like at the end of the day, that's not who Micah is. You know what I mean? Or as Earvin says, Micah.
Micah. Oh, see, I keep saying that shit,
Yeah, you
bro.
were saying, well, you said it right, and then you said it right, and then
keep going back and forth, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably because just what you read on Instagram forever.
So
was
it's
like
Micah, right?
It's Micah.
Micah. Oh, fuck.
We fucking have multiple times.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Like I've met someone that's like literally spells it the same.
And they said they go by Micah?
Yeah.
Micah.
Well, they're wrong.
Okay. You know what, bro? That's hella funny, dude.
I know like 3 people that like have like a similar name to that. I'm like, So I get confused. I was like, Micah.
Micah.
Okay, Micah. Yeah. Micah. All right, bro. I don't know why I want to say Micah, bro. Like,
And it's like Spanish, right? That's the way it is to
you know,
pronounce
it's
it.
like,
yeah.
Or
people
Spanish
say
way to
Joel,
pronounce
and then
it.
like Joel. Joel. Can you say Joel? And they're like, Joel. I'm like, fuck. Joel. I say like my mom when she's mad at me.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. What's one of your guys' like favorite things that you've done together? Like what your project?
Oh, Mexico was probably for sure.
I was gonna say that's like it looked really cool. What'd you guys do? Like how'd that even happen? Can you try to pull up some of their? Yeah. Is it on your YouTube house like a whole little thingy? Right.
Oh shit! No, that's like the trailer for his shit. Pull up his IG.
So. Yeah, I mean, what is it? One time I went to Mexico, and I usually go in December, and that's when they have a lot of festivals going on. When I was there, you know, I was there for like 3 weeks, and honestly, being on vacation for 3 weeks somewhere where it's like deserted, you're just like, dude, I need to go home. I need to work. Like, it feels so weird being on vacation.
It feels like, you know, when Goku was in the fucking.
Is it one of your memories?
It's right there in the third one. 1, 2, 3,
yeah, but they're looking for a video?
The video? Oh, yeah. Oh, you know who we can get? Juanito. Because he has the video of like the whole thing.
What?
Juanito Vlogs on YouTube. Oh, okay, never mind. Just scroll down.
He has more.
Just scroll
Yeah.
down. Scroll down. There's a video. Just go to the reels. Go in the middle. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just scroll down a little bit. Yeah, look at all these murals, bro.
Yeah, you've been doing so many.
Bro, Joel has like over 100 under his belt.
Damn.
Yeah, over 100 in about like 4 years.
This was like fucking nonstop, bro. You want to talk about like burnout? This dude doesn't understand that.
I don't get that.
He doesn't understand that, bro. I try to tell him too. I'm like, hey, bro, like you gotta like slow down, think about how fast you're going. But this dude likes to paint in the fucking rain.
Yeah, dude.
He likes to paint when
I'm the
there's
worst,
like
dude. I'm like, hey,
fucking
Earvin,
thunderstorms.
today I heard that there's gonna be 30
Keep going. Keep
like
going.
mile storms. Let's do this, bear. Let's do this mural. Let's do this something.
This guy always decides.
Worse.
Do you own that thing that lifts you up and stuff?
No. That one I get it from that rental. I don't know.
It's like U-Haul type stuff.
Yeah. No, and that's
Keep going,
you know
keep
that's part of the budget. You know, I tell people like, wow, you know, if it's local and they're super cool, like we try to do ladders because I don't want to hit them with a bill.
You've been doing pottery where? To your
There is.
house?
Oh shit! I work at Merced College.
Keep going.
Oh,
I'm the
okay.
art technician,
Actually,
Oh,
the only
okay.
guy that does that.
there it is.
So I'm in charge of
Because
music.
you know there's one
art.
opening.
bottom-
There's something opening downtown or
Yeah, yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually Bree Wolf and I and
Oh wait, that's time lapse.
we got a
You know how
team
much- you know
going
how I
on.
feel about time
Oh,
lapse.
cool.
We're working on opening that up soon, probably like
Wait, there's probably
maybe
more.
March or
Yeah, somebody told me
Or
that.
April?
I don't know who was telling me
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
We're doing the thing of a podcast where we're having two different conversations
Hell
going
yeah.
on. People listening, they're like,
that'll be a plug. That's gonna be a
Keep
plug
scrolling,
for
keep
sure if you guys have those moments. Like,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Actually, go up, Duffy. I'm sorry. Go
I'm
up.
so excited for
Right.
it. I think you guys could have your
Right there.
ghost moment.
This one.
You know,
Yeah.
like the movie Ghost.
yeah.
Yeah, I can do stuff like that.
Yeah, there you go.
We did a lot in Mexico. Which
This is
was-
Mexico?
Yeah. This is a one of a
Chungatito.
kind. You know, this is just like an original design that I come up with, and definitely influenced by Felipe Pantone. He's an amazing kinetic artist. Right now, he's doing a lot more installations, more physical sculpture artwork, but definitely influenced by him. And yeah, I ended up going a year. What is it? I went for 3 weeks in Mexico.
Yeah, and do you guys do a whole bunch?
Yeah. When I went over
You
there, I
knocked
was
them out,
like,
bro.
there's no art here. Why wasn't it? I've been doing like little paintings on vacation. I'm like,
I
why
think
didn't I
there's
just hit a
another video,
wall?
Duffy. There might be
So then I
another
told
one.
Earvin, I was like, would you be
Scroll up.
down if, you know, there's a budget and we went
Keep
to
going, keep
Mexico and I could take you? And that was really cool because I took my boy
Mhm.
to my
So who-
hometown.
Go down. Go down.
And the town paid? Who paid you?
Right there.
What is it? It was the whole.
more,
It was
one
a
more.
community effort.
One more,
Like
one more.
literally,
Go up, go up.
all these moms
One more time.
decided to
One
make
more
like
Right there.
food and you know do like a sell
Mm-hmm.
and whatever came with that was for the trip and for the supplies.
That's
Oh,
cool.
never mind.
So it was
That's the
really
next
cool. Like in
Who's the next one?
in one day they like fundraised like
one.
about
That's sent to you.
$17,000,
What the fuck?
and that was all towards the town. Like they were gonna get new roads.
Oh, that's cool.
They were gonna get new lights. They were gonna get
and
murals.
portion of that went to murals.
And you know, it's my hometown, so I definitely was just like, just pay for supplies.
Yeah,
Like, I would
yeah.
love to do this. Took Earvin out there. We did
was fun,
amazing.
bro.
That's awesome, dude. That
I was burned out. Like even when I was
I'm
like,
sure, dude.
During that time, yeah, because it
There's-
was like the end of the year.
there's a moment where
December.
I'm like, I feel very weird. I'm gonna go home and sleep. But we did about 7 to 8 chill murals, and then one of them was big. And I was like, that with the hummingbird.
Mm-hmm.
I was working on that, and it was the day we were leaving, and my parents and Earvin were literally with a van, like, get in. We're going to the airport now. Like, you need to stop.
We had a few days.
Yeah.
We were there for like about a week.
A week.
And the way of life in Mexico, bro, it's like very chill. You know how we were talking about that
Yeah,
earlier?
other countries, dude.
It's like you spend like all day doing stuff, bro, and then you realize that it's only like 8 in the morning. Like I had a
Yeah.
whole day already.
Yeah, we're just like, dude, what do you mean? It's really like,
It's barely 8, and I got like 5 more days. Like damn.
Mhm.
So we got a lot of stuff done, man, and it was cool because the whole town was very appreciative. Yeah,
Mhm.
they brought us
Supportive.
drinks,
food.
Food.
Yeah.
tequila.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hella fun.
Like it was just sick, bro. And Mexico was one of the ones where it's like I could definitely like I wouldn't mind doing this shit for like the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's-
It's some, what is it? Thanos at the farm kind of shit.
Yeah,
you go.
Hardcore.
Yeah,
Just
bro.
like, yeah.
yeah, that's what it felt.
You know, fireworks. I go for the fireworks. So the guys my age, they go to like dance and
Mm-hmm.
they're like, check out these girls. And I'm like, dude, what kind of fireworks are we doing? Like, what are we throwing in the air right now, guys?
we had our whole town. We had like a town to ourselves pretty much. Had our
Yeah.
own like
It is a ghost town, and it's, you know,
That's cool, though.
trying to create, what is it, a little bit of tourist attractions.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool. This year, or what is it, a couple weeks ago, someone went on a trip and they tagged me on this. I was like, they have no ties to my town.
Hmm.
And it's cool because it's a little ghost town. But
Mhm.
yet, why'd you guys go? We heard there was murals over there.
That's crazy. Yeah, it isn't like when people there's like some feedback that like you get and you're like, oh wow, that means a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, that's probably like our most. That was one of my favorite murals that I've ever done with Earvin for sure.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite
A
ones.
lot of them are, honestly. We do a lot of dope shit, a lot of cool, fun things.
I don't know. It's fun, bro. Like I'm telling you, I think the other one that was like unintentionally fun was the Oakdale one. We went to Oakdale to like the cowboy capital of the world and shit. And it was during Cowboy Week or what is it? The rodeo.
Oh, okay.
And I did a mural before with them, and I was with these lovely ladies that do Oakdale Arts, and when I was like, all right, I'm done with this mural, I want to go, drink. Any recommendations? They're like, you have really loud hair, like you look kind of, we can't really tell your vibe. We would definitely not recommend you going to this bar.
You went to that bar?
And I was like, oh, okay. And then eventually that bar ended up hitting us up for a mural. And we did something that was, a memorial for some of the cowboys that were there. We had a big rodeo mural that, and especially like the bull that was retiring from his rodeo days. Yeah, I don't remember his name. It was like Buck something. I don't know. Anyways, lovely guys. They're great.
That's cool, bro.
Great people, and it's one of those things where it's like, you're wondering what the vibe is.
Was it
was
who did we have on the podcast? Dying Breed?
Dying Breed
is
a
different one.
Well, it was just a bar. Oh, sorry.
It was the H&B saloon.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right, H&B?
H&B
Yeah,
bar. Yeah, it was a saloon. Fuck.
But like,
shout out to you guys.
Sorry, no, it's H-Bar-B saloon. That's what it is.
Okay.
There we go.
But it's one of those things where like you kind of hear some stigma about the town. So we're like, oh shit, are we gonna be like accepted?
Yeah.
Like how's it gonna feel? But they made us feel like home though.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
They're really
awesome.
cool.
Yeah, dude, Oakdale's a cool area.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's different for sure. Oakdale, bud.
Yeah, Oakdale, bro. What's going on?
Oakdale, bud.
You got a guy? What's going on?
No,
It's just like a
it's
common
just what they
phrase.
do, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing.
That's
like Oakdale Bud.
No. Oakdale Bud is like, I don't even know why, but when I used to work at Rivets in Modesto, it was like this restaurant. All my coworkers in like 2017 would go, Oakdale Bud. And just like I sang that they did in Oakdale, but when I was in Modesto, so I randomly learned it. And then since then, I've just been saying it all the time.
that's your thing.
But it's like people in Oakdale know it, and people in
Oh, they
Oakdale
know.
are like, he knows.
Like,
you know what I
he's one of
mean?
us.
Yeah.
He's one of us.
Yeah, kind of.
Damn.
And then I was at one of my favorite things that you did, Earvin, is the Farmers March when you captured that.
Oh yeah, the UFW march.
Yeah.
It was different, bro. Because one thing about me is that I kind of started doing this because I've always been like enticed in like journalism, and I've obviously never went to school for it or any of that stuff. But I always loved documentaries, and I remember always talking to Joel. I'm like, bro, what are we waiting for? Like, are we gonna wait for somebody to come and do it for us? Like, we should just do our own thing, Because that's kind of where like the interviews kind of led me to. It's like I'm getting to know these people, documenting footage, and then I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll go out in the field, like I'll do it out. And when it's something like that meaningful, like the United Farmers March, it kind of just like hit me where I'm like, yeah, I should be there. Like this is something that's gonna happen like in my lifetime where if I didn't go, I'd for sure like regret it, And then being like Mexican and having family that worked in the fields, like I felt like I had to do that.
And like the footage you got is so dope too. You know what I mean? Like it looks so cool, and like it means a little more. You know what I mean? Because you're capturing it, but it's like it's the type of stuff you see in documentaries and stuff like this. You know what I mean? You're like, I was like always there. Like you marched with them, you caught some.
It was tough, bro. That day was like summer. It was probably one of the hottest days. It was like 110, and we were walking from Merced to Livingston, and that shit fucking killed me, bro.
Yeah.
And I saw people that were like 70.
Yeah,
they were doing that like nothing, bro. And then you start thinking about like how long have they been doing this? How long have they been marching for this goal? And then I'm over here like tired, like I gotta fucking do this shit.
I gotta carry my
finish
gimbal.
Like I realized like that's when I had the importance of like I gotta carry my stuff like light. Like I gotta carry my equipment light. You know what I mean? Like we have a whole bunch of equipment, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of just start like, I don't need all this shit. If I'm on the move, like I need stuff.
And then the photos you got when the march ended in the Capitol, right? Is that where the march ended?
Oh yeah. I got some.
That
really good
those photos were sick.
Solid.
Whenever I think about like photos or whenever I go out, I'm just like, I want to capture something that probably won't happen again.
Yeah.
Like
it's like, dude, when you see all the, I've been getting into World War II documentaries because I'm at that age, I guess.
Oh,
but
what's that on, buddy?
I keep going. I can't believe this happened to Lindsay. I'm like, dude, isn't this crazy? This was like, I'm like, this is like
was it 70 years ago? How long?
Yeah.
It was like almost
70,
80.
80 years ago. I was like, isn't this crazy this happened? Like, this is real life. Like,
It's wild, bro.
dude, it's so crazy. And like the photos they got back then is just like you're saying, it's like once in a lifetime thing. It's like people are capturing just like.
I think as like a photographer or any, like, I don't know, like, since we're in a sense, we're like, you know, documentarians, like we capture stuff, but we're also curating memories. Like we're showcasing things that if you didn't know this happened, like this happened, you know? And it's like, if you are fortunate enough to capture like something like that, I feel like for me, like as a photographer, I'm like, all right, cool. Like this is important to me. This adds to like my legacy. This adds to like shit that could be, you know, can be used. Like when the floods happen.
Yeah. That's kind of how we linked up again, like for the first time in a long time.
It's like
we gotta unite.
Yeah, it was just
we have common goals.
This is our enemy.
Goals. Yeah. We have a common enemy now.
Flood.
The flood.
The flood.
Hey, flood watch next couple days, you guys.
It's fucking coming.
Here at Bear Creek.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
And me and Earvin will be ready
This time for
with
sure.
our drones to capture it.
We're gonna form. That would be a good skip, bro. We should do like I love casino movies, bro.
Yeah.
like old casino movies where they assemble a team.
Oh, dude, let's do it. Let's just because that would be a funny promo. Like if we can all kind of get dressed up for
You know?
it, and like let's call them back
Like a
up or
phone call.
whatever. Like
I need a team.
Or it'd be like funny if it like if you're like THC and then us, like we get a couple more people on our side.
Yeah,
It's like a showdown type deal or whatever.
The
something like that.
Anchorman.
The Anchorman fight. Yeah.
That's sick, bro.
We get a
sick.
couple more people. You know what I mean? Like,
It's like, where'd you get the grenade?
yeah. That'd be a good skit.
Damn. I feel like
At least people
cliche.
will be like, oh, I know where they're getting it from.
That's what. Yeah. Dude, all we do is rip off Step Brothers.
We just
and,
take like Will Ferrell movies and just
And
read
then,
them.
dude, all the
Can't go
time.
wrong with
It's
it.
a good movie, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my
It is 1 o'clock. So when do you have to go? I mean,
Oh, no mural today, guys.
no mural.
Oh,
Okay.
Cool. All right, I'm gonna
Hold on,
urinate
hold
one
on,
more
let me-
time.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, how are we gonna do this? We're gonna just cut back in.
So then I was like, that's not my wife. That's my computer.
Exactly. Well, dudes, it's been a great time with you guys here today. I'm glad we got to learn all about Joel's trip to Italy. No, but seriously, dude, I'm glad that we got to collaborate, kind of do this.
Likewise,
and,
Yeah.
It's just been a fun time. I feel like it's been a long time coming, so it was kind of cool to have full circle moments.
Yeah, 100%, bro.
I definitely do see a collab happening in the future.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know what it is, but it's going to
We
be
gotta set it up.
something. Yeah. Something good, something fun, some more we can drink. That's for sure.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah. Listen, if we're doing an event, there better be some alcohol there.
Oh,
We did one event without alcohol. And we're like, no.
that again.
Our vibe is when people are drinking, because when people aren't drinking, it's like, and it feels like we're like at a event. If a podcast is at a vendor fair, that feels kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Right,
And like
right,
people are
right.
like, why are
Yeah.
you
Selling.
here? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a weird promo thingy. But like if it's like Tioga thingy was pretty fun, and then the Brew Fest, the Central Valley Brew Fest, that shit is really
Oh, that's
fun.
cool.
And that's just a live podcast, and it's just nonsense
Just
is
fun.
happening. Everyone, random people are coming at the mics and stuff, but it was actually really fun.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cool, bro. All right. Well, Micah, thanks for coming by today.
Micah.
I just want to say Micah every time, bro.
Micah.
Well, of course, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. How can people support you guys?
Damn. You can definitely follow our IGs. We do a lot of our work there. You can find a lot of what we're doing. That's what we're doing now is just always posted, and you can always follow Third Hour Collective. Like I said, we're a collective of creatives that just like to do stuff around in our community and also DJ and have fun.
Yeah. And then like for me, just check out my IG, obviously, the Honor Engraved. And like I think maybe in a year or two, once I finally have time to edit everything that I've been capturing, I'm thinking about finally putting on like a documentary.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Nice.
So if there's ever like if there's any time that I need support, it would be like when that comes out.
Yeah, dude.
Hit
Hit me up, dude. Love to.
Years of
Yeah, because I've wanted to do something called like the Central Valley Project. That's just like a documentary of everybody's
Oh, what?
stories.
No. Hey, I got like 5 minutes. But no.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like something that we're both passionate about. Like I could definitely see something happen.
I think that'll be also another potential
Collab.
collab, bro.
Yeah.
since
I think
we've been
that'd be a good one to
documenting.
do.
Yeah.
'Cause we both already have so much footage, and then like build a story out of that footage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've been 10 toes down, bro.
Fuck. Central
Windows
Valley
deep.
Weather Report. Fuck.
Just have a green screen behind us.
But all right, bro. Well, we got something for you.
Oh.
Oh
Damn.
shit!
Check it out.
THC goodie bag.
Some
Bad.
gear.
We got some gear.
Ooh.
Got some hats.
Oh,
A little linty.
See, you,
Hell
little
yeah.
All
There we
right,
go. That one. There we
you
go.
get a hat. Yeah. You get a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bah.
check it out, bro. Third Hour Collective. You know what I mean?
Thank
Good.
you for coming to my unboxing video of the Third Hour Collective latest edition.
Ooh, Duffy, that looks good on you, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's solid, bro. That was made
Dad
for your
hat
head.
goes
God
hard.
damn.
all I can wear is a dad
Daddy
hat,
Duff.
so perfect.
Oh, that goes hard. That looks good, bro.
There we go. Third Hour Collective gear. And we got
There we go.
Some more merch.
some more merch right here.
Central
Third
Valley
Hour
Creators.
Collective.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, this is our little mascot. His name's To Be. It's like to be or not to be. Like we definitely fuck with Renaissance kind of aesthetics. Like we just, like I said, back then it's Renaissance. They were pushing their creativity
Yep.
to the
Fuck, I
fullest.
can't
And I
fold
think
this. There we go.
that's what we want to do too. But he's just a little TV guy, man, and
Yeah.
you're always gonna watch it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
Once again, this was
Appreciate
a
it, bro.
fucking blast. Earvin, let's see if we can do it. All right, Duffy, reach over there. All right, Moose is all with it.
Oh,
Check out their
there we
stuff, you guys. Thank you again for supporting. We got merch available as well. Love you. Peace out.
Shout out Duffy, shout out Micah.
This is it. Central Valley Podcast.
Hey, big shout out Central Valley Podcast.
You know I had to fuck with it. Hey, shout out Central Valley Podcast.